back with another solo story, second to last. We are doing Chungus's story today. Um, we're picking up just like the others at the beginning of the time skip, 1 year prior to the new present. It is right after the party has completed their little journey over to what is now called Thunderfall and defeated the not so great ruler there. So we now have Chungus here to describe what he wants to do.
Hey guys, it's Chungus, your favorite monster hunter. So, I've already discussed with our favorite DM. Chungus feels a little inadequate after watching his mighty friends play this guy in our last session. I mean, he's watching Nino turn into a giant scorpion and eviscerate people. Conjur's pretty much becoming a demigod at some point, and then Juvy's just like enchanting and throwing bolts of fire that just destroy people. And Chungus is just feeling a little like God. He needs to get stronger. So Chungus is going on his very own training arc. So what this entails is Chungus wants to give all his friends a good hug goodbye, and he wants to travel to the mountains that he heard about this dragon residing in. And he's going to do like a little bit of mountain training where he's going to, as his main goals, train his body up to be stronger, faster, and like be able to tank these hits that he's fucking taking every session. And then another major thing is I want to start building the relationships with the gods I've technically conversated or know kind of like me a little bit. So as I do that, I want to, towards the end of the year, skip, try and move towards Chungus, getting stronger not only physically but through equipment and experience. So I want to pretty much build upon Chungus's uh, cursed weapons. So definitely want to take some time to visit the cursed shop dealer. I want to try and pick up some quests, may that be solo or with other parties, to try and see if we can get our hands on some magical equipment, cursed items for not only Chungus but his friends. And then just kind of see where we go with a mixture of what Chungus can pull off himself with the gods and doing some more adventuring outside of the OG party.
All right. So, immediately after you depart what is now known as Thunderfall, as Mina was
Mm-hmm.
renamed it, um, you said you want to train, which is nice flavor text, but like in terms of like actual like physical fitness training, that
Mm-hmm.
is nice flavor text, but that in itself won't like really get you to a level up. You know what I mean? But you
Mm-hmm.
did say you
Mm-hmm.
wanted to go like fight some monsters and stuff, so that will, and exploring and stuff. So you'll gain XP just over time, but like if you spend the entire year, doing push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups and stuff, you'll eventually level up versus if you spend the entire year like doing minor bounties and fighting bandits and little things that are easy for a man like you here and there, that would level you up quicker. The training
Mm-hmm.
is just
Mm-hmm.
nice flavor sprinkled on top. It's like the
Yeah,
cherry.
yeah, I can see that. And, morning routine. Gotta get up, hit our sit ups, push ups,
Yep.
sword swings.
Whole Saitama build.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. All right, so where would Chungus like to go first after he departs town?
I think Chungus definitely wants to haul ass over to the mountain where the dragon is, and definitely wants to start one kind of investigating not only the dragon but kind of talking more to the gods and see what he can do with them
Gotcha.
in terms of growing his strength and like being able to harness their powers or just build a relationship with them.
That's
Get
very
get on
valid,
friendly
Obsidian.
terms.
Yeah, I got you, Chungus. So the thing with the dragon is you know of rumors. However, you specifically do not know where it is. You know it's near Violsglen, so you have a ballpark, and I 100% agree with the argument that you will definitely find its lair within a year. But it's not like, because you only know rumors and have to go investigate, it wouldn't be something you can like beeline immediately to, like a set destination, you know what I'm saying?
So definitely in that case, I'll do a mixture of I want to investigate to find where that layer is,
Mm-hmm.
on top of working with the gods. And so probably starting. What was the area's name you said? The ballpark.
So if you look, I'm in Owlbear right now, but it's I put in the map I drew for you guys to look at.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Violsglen, that town where Mr. Cheese and everything is at,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
that's about a third of a day's journey away from Thunderfall, which is y'all's new town. Um,
Hmm.
in the mountains behind Violsglen, somewhere deep in the mountains, there is
Hmm.
rumored to be a dragon, right?
Hmm.
But the only person who knows specifically where that is Mino, and unless you've discussed with Mino and obtained the exact destination through his magic map that only he can see, you would not know the specific location. And as of last the DM was informed, that conversation did not happen.
It has not.
Okay.
Chungus is definitely having to do some detective work here.
And just as a, me being nice reminder, this is not something we ask the typical town folk about. There's a
Yes.
reason it
Yes.
is a heavily guarded secret.
So definitely Chungus will have to flavorfully ask questions about the mountains.
Yes, and just DM throwing you a bone. Ask people that aren't normal generic people. Like, people that you would think might have a little more in the know. Because you got to be in the know to know, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
See? And
So
that's why you
we're
know.
pretty much heading back to Sir Kumquat Jigglebottom's third village.
Oh, that's not who I meant. You already asked him and he said no.
Well, yeah, but that's his village, correct?
Yeah, oh, yeah. I thought you were going to ask
Yeah.
him. I was like, no, don't ask
No, no,
him.
no, no. No, 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 no. So Chungus thinks he is gonna head to this village, back to the where Sir Kumquat Jigglebottom third is.
Okay.
And I think I want to start with going to see my bestest friend, Sir Kumquat Jigglebottom III, to kind of get a layout and see who's all in the village and maybe who are good people to talk to as far as like getting information, learning about magic items, stuff like that.
Okay. So it's about a third of a day's journey. If you
Out
leave
of
same day, you would be arriving there around 1 to 2 a.m. So you would be traversing up the mountain at late night. Is this what you are choosing to do, or are you going to wait till the next day?
out of curiosity, how does Garland's boots affect my travel distance when it comes to like traveling during these expeditions?
So it is strenuous to use the boots for an extended period of time.
Mhm.
I would say, assuming you use the boots, take a break, normal to and fro, just like if you were sprinting the whole way, right?
Yeah.
Your travel distance would be doubled.
So then, if I were to technically double it, what time would I get there?
So instead of a third of a day, it'd be a sixth of a day. So instead of getting there at 1 to 2 a.m., you would probably be getting there closer to 10, 11. But there are caveats because, I have to make it balanced. So the caveat is you have to double your consumption of rations and water.
So it's definitely on the flash. Oh God. Okay.
Yeah. And you have
Yeah.
to you can't take a short rest. You'll have to take a long rest at the end of your journey.
In that case, we'll hit natural. I want to get up to the mountains around dark.
No, it's pitch black when you get there. It'll be dark when you get to the mountain base to start climbing. So if you look at the map I sent, You see the
Mhm,
path
mhm,
stops like right at the mountain, and then it's like a trek up the mountain, kind of like, you know, I know I keep making Skyrim references, like High Hrothgar, right?
mhm.
So
On the
by
under
nightfall,
the yeah under the map, where can you describe where it would be at a little bit better? So I'm looking the Dark House, some WW, Thunderfall, Villas
Violsglen, it's
Gleam.
yeah, Violsglen's where you're going.
Okay, so I'll be Villaskin's in the mountain, so I'll be
Yeah.
right at the base of the mountain.
Yeah, at nightfall, so once it gets dark, you'll be at the base of the mountain, and then you'll have to trek up the mountain because the way I just have it drawn as like the general area of Violsglen. So Violsglen's actually in a cavern, right? So you go
Mhm,
up the mountain to the very top, basically, not the peak, but like towards the top of the mountain, and it is a ravine. It's split in two from some ancient something happened, right? And split the mountain in two. Inside of this ravine, in this crevice, it opens up into a large cavern where this town is established, which is why this town can thrive even though it's, in the middle of a mountain where it's winter and up north and, typically has blizzards going year round.
Okay, okay.
So it's
So
protected from the
then,
elements.
in that case, how long would it take to trek up the mountain to get into Villaskin,
Yeah,
being at
so
nightfall?
yeah, if so like I said, if you want to go straight to Violsglen right now, you would get there around 1 to 2 a.m. So you would be going up the mountain in pitch blackness unless you like lit a torch or something.
Yeah, which Chungus technically has the stuff to where he could definitely make a torch.
Yeah,
So
because you
I
don't have
think we're
night
gonna
vision,
head.
do you?
No,
Yeah.
Chungus is gonna torch up, and he's gonna haul ass to Villaskin.
All right. You make it to the base of the mountain with uh, nothing eventful happening. Um, it is now nightfall. After your day of battling and this trek, you are quite parched and peckish. Would you like to, energize yourself prior to climbing the mountain? I mean, it's a
Yes, I
path, but
would.
it is steep.
Yes,
All right.
Chungus would like to take a protein bar snack break and kind of just take a moment to collect himself before he hauls ass up this mountain.
So since you're flavor texting all of your rations as protein bars, are we flavor texting all of your like all your water sips as protein shakes?
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was really hoping you would say yes. All right, so
that
Chungus, he's
the
drenched in
wizards gave
sweat.
me the finest powder called crinitine.
Yeah. So Chungus, drenched in sweat, wipes his brow, flings his hair back, and cracks open a fresh protein bar and downs his protein shake and kind of pumps his chest with his fist and looks at the mountain like it's something to be conquered. Exactly, Obsidian.
Chungus flexes real nice like, and he goes, "Oh, this mountain's about to be my bitch."
Oh, okay. All right. It is nightfall though, so it is officially too dark for you to see without any sort of light.
God,
It was just dry scooping. No, he poured it in his water canteen.
well, if only we still had Alexander, I could be like, Alexander, let's go up the mountain together.
Mm.
But Chungus will make a nice little makeshift torch, and when he does it, he'll think of Alexander,
All right.
and he'll,
Did I tell you what's powering your boots?
huh?
Did I tell you what's powering your like new boots?
Nope,
Oh,
because I
there's
rolled a.
oh
Remember I rolled like zero on
eh,
any
you've
basic
used them long enough
understanding of.
that you I would say you've used them enough that Chungus has a feeling that there's probably a wind elemental in the boots.
Mm.
Not one you can summon or anything, but like you can talk to him. Or you could try.
Chungus has Chungus talked to his boots yet?
No.
Left foot, right foot. You would have loved Alexander and the other elemental. He never told me his name. He just lied a lot. But you're going to escort me up this mountain with my strong legs and your fast-footed strength and wind flowing through my hair. We shall make this journey together. And Chungus will scale the mountain now.
Alright. Chungus begins scaling the mountain. Also, when you speak to your boots, only one voice responds as if it is shared between, one entity. And he says his name is Alitar.
Alitar?
Alitar. Yeah,
Could
Alitar. We're
Chungus
going with that. Alitar.
Alitar? Could Chungus possibly get spelling on that?
Oh, yeah. Alitar is Aletar.
Alitar.
Alatar. A later, but like with a feng shui on
it. Alitar. Ah, Alitar, my friend. May we move fast as the wind and go get some more rations and go see my dear friend Sir Kumquat Jigglebottoms the Third.
Yeah. All right. So you get air elementals typically aren't very talkative, so they don't really say anything, but you feel like they maybe nod in approval. And you begin trekking up the mountain with your torch, giving you about 20 feet of bright light to see and about 10 more feet of dim light that you can vaguely see stuff. As you trek up the mountain, you get about a third of the way up. It is pitch black outside. There is a minor blizzard going, as always.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you begin to hear kind of scampering in the snow around you.
Chungus pulls out his thunderous hammer
Okay.
and keeps it at his side with right hand thunderous hander, left hand torch, and then Chungus is going to kind of squat down and kind of hone his senses a little bit. And in his years of monster hunting, he's going to kind of see if he can recognize any sounds, any patterns, anything like that.
Okay. Interesting. I like this the flavor text I've been asking for. Okay. Give me a investigation check with advantage because of the flavor text.
So first roll is a 19 minus 1, 18. So second roll is 10 minus 10. So we got 17 or 18, I mean, for our roll.
You have a -1 to investigation.
Oh, yeah.
That is actually hilarious. What is your passive investigation then?
Probably really bad.
Well, the base passive stats are 10, so if you have a -1,
Yeah.
it drops. But yeah, that's actually really funny. Okay. So, due to Chungus's, monster hunter, he's not a veteran quite yet. He's still young. He's only 22. He only passed his coming of age ceremony and everything at 18. So he's still a long way to go, but he is by no means a novice. And in this, he is able to ascertain from the tracks that he stumbles across and the scampering around, it sounds like something nimble, but not quite light. something lanky and long, but something heavy. Its weight must be distributed across a large body mass, right? But it's skinny in that mass. It's just big.
Hmm.
You see a little couple droplets of blood, though you can't tell if it's from the creature or a victim. And the footprints, as well as the large handprints, as if it's also walking on all fours, even though it has opposable thumbs, you have ascertained that there is some variation of a Wendigo that is living on this mountain.
Hmm.
And it seems as if it is tracking you currently. Though, as of right now, you have only ascertained that there is one.
So Chungus, how far is the village in
You are about a
terms?
third of the way up the mountain.
Hmm. I have limited vision. So Chungus would actually like to take his oil flask out.
Mm-hmm.
And first off is Chungus is going to tie the torch kind of to the base of the hammer so he can two-hand it while keeping light.
Okay.
And then Chungus is going to keep his oil flask on his waist ready.
Okay.
And then, am I able to control the speed of the boots if I were to talk to Altera on terms of like not going super speed, but giving me like increased speed?
It's a Ladar, but
Aleta,
yeah. Um, we can change the name to Altera if you want. It's just air elemental names I looked up. I'm not
okay.
dead set on it. If you want to do Altera, that's
Chung,
fine.
Chung, Chungus needs to learn names and it takes time. Altera.
All right. Um, yeah, I would let you do a scale down, just boost your speed a little bit, but I will need a wisdom check on that
Okay.
to see if you are
So, but
wise enough to figure it out. Or
alright.
yeah, you have a -1. I'll do wisdom for you instead of
Okay.
-1 to intelligence.
Chungus learns through experience.
Fair, fair.
So we got a 17.
Yeah, you are able to boost your speed a little bit. All the side effects are the same. They're just scaled down to the proportion of speed that you're boosting by.
Okay. So Chungus, after realizing he's being hunted by a Wendigo, he prepares. So he knows his only two options are to get into a location with more lighting, or he'll have to create lighting. So he prepares his oil flask on his hip. He gets the torch tied to the warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, Chungus knows this thing knows exactly where he was at.
Okay, you're basically carrying a beacon.
Yeah. So Chungus goes, Altera, my friend, we're going to slow down but speed up if you catch my drift.
Uh, the boots, the wings on the boots kind of flutter, indicating that Altera is listening. They're just not very social.
Fair enough. And Chungus goes in a bolsterous voice, all right, you ugly bastard, try and keep up. And Chungus is going to mad dash it, keeping all his senses and wits about him, scanning around for environmental advantages or until he can make it to the village, whichever he decides first.
Okay, give me a dex saving throw.
Third. Is that with advantage since I have the boots on?
No, it's actually not because you're using the boots.
Fuck. Okay, dex saving throw. 12.
Okay, you run with the boots, in increasing your speed and nimbleness. However, because of your lack of vision at your increased speed, you're kind of like driving blind. Like in a car, if you go too fast and
Mm,
your headlights are too dim,
yeah.
and you end up right before you crash into it, you see a 12-foot tall, all skin and bone, pure white creature standing in front of you. Its eyes icy blue, gleaming back at you. Two antlers attached to its humanoid head, though
Fuck.
it has a elongated jaw, like almost like a moose skull, and its lower jaw is dislocated and agape, where its chin is actually almost below its chest, hanging.
Mm-hmm.
And you run into this creature. The creature doesn't move, but you are kind of tumbled backwards, though you catch your footing and don't fall.
Okay.
The creature just stares
What's
at you.
that? You caught up. All right. How do you want to do this? And Chungus then takes the torch and just kind of stabs it into the ground as his little beacon of light. And then he's going to pour the oil flask on the top of his warhammer
Yeah.
to create extra lighting. And he's just going to wave it through the torch on the ground. And then he's going to go, all right, you beast. If you really want a piece of me, you shall taste the lightning.
It's pretty solid. One sec. So it's not it's a variation of a Wendigo, essentially, of the D&D stat block. It is a, like, blizzard snow entity, functionally kind of like a
And then
Wendigo, but they hunt in
Chungus
packs
can
is the
clearly
biggest
tell this
difference.
creature's evil, correct?
Oh yeah, 100%.
And out of curiosity, Chungus is technically still not in combat, correct?
Correct.
Chungus would like to go Altera, full speed ahead.
Okay.
And
Um, do you want to look around and see how it reacts to your bolsterous advance before you attack, or are you just gonna go balls to the wall? Either is totally fine.
Ooh,
I'm just checking.
Chungus will play it smart because he's technically at a disadvantage right now. Chungus will, before he balls the wall, take a glance around and kind of look at the enemy after lighting his thunderous warhammer ablaze and going, ready to taste the lightning.
Okay. Um, you slam your torch into the ground, and the creature's head snaps to the torch, enchanted by the light, or complete disdain for the light. You're unable to tell due to its lack of facial expressions. Its jaw kind of flows in the wind and sways as it kind of talks, or as it looks. Um, then the creature snaps its head back to you as you light your warhammer uh, on fire with your oil, and lightning crackles all around its flame and lightning going side by side. And as you do this and make your bolsterous claim and, you know, stand on business and show that you are ready to defend yourself, you hear scampering behind you. Do you look around?
Yes, I do.
You can see just outside of your just on the edge of your vision, the seems like the similar movement patterns to what you noticed before, and you have a very strong feeling that this thing is different from normal Wendigos, as if it hunts in packs.
Mm, fuck. Okay. Shit, dude.
If it makes you feel
Can
better, Jimmy
Chungus?
was in the exact same situation last night. That's why both times when y'all were like, "We're going up the mountain at night," I was like, "Are you sure?" But I
All
absolutely let
right.
you
Fuck.
guys.
Okay. So Chungus is going to really think hard because Chungus knows, okay, we're dealing with multiple,
Hmm.
and he's gonna think back to his knowledge as a monster hunter and his father teaching him, and he's really gonna try and like think into the recesses of his mind and go, what do I know about Wendigos?
Okay. Well, remember, these aren't a true Wendigo. This is a like niche
Mm,
speciation that
mm,
just varied from them. So they're distant cousins. But yeah, I'll allow that. Give me a history check. I'll give you
okay.
advantage on it.
Oh, history. First one was
A
a
3.
4. Yep,
You got
and
minus
then
1.
Yep. Second history check is, oh my god, the dice.
Ooh, and nat
Nat
20,
20.
which the -1 doesn't count because it's when it's a nat 1 or nat 20, it's always a nat 1 or nat 20. Very
Yeah.
nice. You are able to ascertain that these creatures are far more intelligent than the typical Wendigo, which is already considered a very intelligent monster, which contributes to its level of being its level of danger. You are also able to ascertain that this variation in distant cousin is heavily adapted to the cold environment and the nighttime hunting at night in the snow. You are
Mm,
able to realize that due to its patterns and movement, it is a pack hunter for sure, and you are vastly outnumbered and outclassed. It seems the only thing keeping them at bay is the light, but it also seems as if they'll stop at nothing to put that light out. You have a sense that they have some sort of innate magical capabilities, though do not know what, as they have not shown you yet. It seems they're very cautious of you just as you are of them. This is a very intelligent monster.
So Chungus is going to, after just kind of the numbers flash, the information just jettisons into his brain.
Mm-hmm,
And he's going to add a little finesse, and he's going to swing his warhammer in a circle, doing a spin around, looking in all directions, going, "Ah, you brought friends, you bastards! You brought a mighty fight for me! I can't wait to crash my thunderous warhammer and my blazing fire into each one of your monstrous skulls. And as I kill one by one and you may damage me slightly, I'll laugh at each scratch, bite, and gorge skin you might take from me, but I promise you will earn every last one." And I want to just try and focus that lightning and fire into almost like a spreading arc around, making almost like a
like a dancing
across
light
this fuck.
effect.
Yeah, and kind of like, this is my line in the sand. Do you really want to fucking go? Because at this point, I am ready.
Okay. You do so, and the creature that has been standing in front of you drops to all fours and scampers away in like a really uncanny manner. But then you hear your voice call back from the darkness, and it's like choking and gurgling as it's like trying to mimic your voice perfectly, and it says it's like spitting certain words back at you that you just said. So you hear laugh, skin, laughs, skin, and it coughs until it slowly says laugh and skin in your voice perfectly.
Mm. So it's mimicking me.
Yes.
But clearly that Chungus can tell they're fearful right now, and they're
I cautious. I wouldn't say
thought.
fearful. They have no facial expressions and you can't read their eyes at all. So you can't ascertain if they're truly fearful or just being cautious or trying to make you
Mm,
burn yourself out and go into exhaustion.
mm. How many hours is it till daylight?
Uh if you are about a third of the way up the mountain and you were supposed to make it up the mountain by say closer to 2 a.m.,
Mm,
it is probably close to, I mean, due to the delay, I'd say we're probably encroaching on 11:30ish, maybe latter half,
at
closer to
night.
quarter till midnight. Yeah.
Fuck, so not close at all.
No.
And Chungus can perceive there's a lot of these guys.
Oh yeah, you have able to differentiate the noises that there is at least three, but they seem to be trying to purposely throw off the number as they're almost sometimes moving in unison, so it sounds like there's only one. Sometimes it seems like they're moving to double or triple the sound. So, but you've able to distinctly tell at least three.
Mm. So in this case, oh god, this is a complicated situation. Holy shit.
Yep.
Because that's a 1v3. Chungus is going to let out a bolsterous ah, you fearful fools, and he's going to rip the torch out of the ground,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going to hold his warhammer one-handed and try and shoot a bolt of lightning straight into the sky and say, "Do you not realize who you're messing with? But if you are ready to take your next step, bring it forth." And Chungus is going to slowly start walking up, keeping an air of caution around him. For at any moment, he knows they could strike. And he is also depending on his sight, but he's also honing his hearing and his other senses to really take the lead over his sight right now.
Okay.
Because he knows right now in the dark he's at a disadvantage, so he needs to depend on paying attention to movement, sounds, and everything else.
Yep. So the way that's coded in D&D and also in the homebrew is essentially you have disadvantage on checks in the dim area of light for perception and investigation that are vision based. In the bright light, you have normal. And in terms of outside of your field of vision, you just are functionally blind. But in terms of sound and stuff, you have normal perception in terms of like sound, smell, and all that, unless there is another
Mm,
thing that afflicts you. So I
mhm,
just
mhm.
copied that in. I just use that system because I think it makes sense.
Okay, okay.
But with an emphasis
So,
on your other senses, Chungus is able to proceed up the path, and I need a con saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Big numbers, big numbers. 11.
That's good. You didn't need a high number. It's just to see how much your anxiety raises as you're basically being tracked and trailed, like, and they're actively fucking with you, trying to make you freak out.
Yeah.
So Chungus growing anxious, as it feels like every time he goes up the path, it feels like the creatures are getting right up behind him, as almost as if they're standing right behind him, though you can't feel breath. It's just the sound. But every time you turn
Mhm,
around, they're gone. And as you hear scampering just outside of your field of vision, you hear the all of the cackling and coughing and gurgling of like this uncanny being mimicking words that you've said to them.
mhm.
So at one point you can distinctly hear your own voice call back, "You don't know who you're messing with."
Hmm. Chungus is going to take because he's trained to keep his composure. Because if you're gonna fight monsters, at some point or another, it's gonna be at night.
Hmm.
Chungus is going to let out a bolsterous laugh. If only you knew who you were messing with. I've slain many of your kind, and guess what? You're not that big. Just see what happens. And Chungus is going to once again take the Thunderous War Axe and just swing it to his
Warhammer.
side to let out another lightning bolt to
Okay.
just kind of show him he's still standing on business, and he's gonna go, "I'm ready whenever you are. We can start this at any moment, and I will show you what I mean."
Okay. You send a small flicker of lightning into the sky, but it's just enough this time to illuminate the area to about normal 60 feet of vision. And you see at least a dozen of these creatures that shoot up and stand it and like almost like statues as they look at you because they were not expecting to be illuminated. And you see those icy blue eyes and unhinged jaws as they all stare at you as you announce that you have killed them before and you're ready to start this at any time. And then the lightning
And Chungus
fades and the icy
and
blue eyes
Chungus
disappear
is
into the darkness.
and Chungus is just gonna take a nice leisurely stroll up the mountain.
Okay. As you begin to stroll back up the mountain, the creatures seem bolder now, almost invigorated by your announcement that you've killed their kind before. Um,
Mm.
they are getting closer now. They're in your vision. They're going within 5 feet of you, but moving too fast for you to do anything about it. They're mimicking your voice and they're threatening you at this point. They're using your voice to call out and basically berate you and say, "You aren't strong enough. You're a failure. You can't kill us."
Mm. 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 Oh my god. Everything in Chungus' instincts tell him he wants the smoke, but Chungus also knows, fuck, there's a dozen of them.
Yep, at least a dozen.
Mm. And Chungus knows they're fearful of light.
Cautious. You can't tell if they're fearful of it or if they just hate it.
Mm.
But the fact that they're coming like close enough that you can like almost reach out and touch them is telling you now that they are not as scared of the light as you once thought.
And out of curiosity, how much distance has Chungus made during these
You're about
interactions?
2/3.
2/3 of the way there.
Yep.
Chungus is now realizing that at any moment it is going to be do or die. So Chungus realizes he needs to really lock the fuck in, and Chungus is going to call out to his wind boots to give him speed, and Chungus is going to take the warhammer and holster it to his side, and he's going to try and sprint to give himself the remaining distance to get to the edge of the village where he has more lighting.
I'm assuming you're putting out the fire on your warhammer when you do this.
No, it's still reasonably lit, I would say.
How are you sheathing the warhammer across your back with it still lit? Without
No,
light?
on kind of like on my side to where it's like, if I were to describe it.
It's a warhammer.
All
This
right,
thing is as
well,
tall as
fuck.
you.
So in that case, Chungus is just gonna hold on to it because at this point he needs to be ready.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to make sure you knew that. Like, this is a like heavy ass weapon.
Yeah, no.
It's essentially like
All right.
a giant sledgehammer.
Yeah. So in that case, Chungus is gonna keep it lit, and he's going to have the warhammer in his left hand, the other torch in his right hand, and he's going to hit the fucking runner's mark and go, all right, I gotta lock in. And he's just gonna try and like hone everything he has in him to make his way and just sprint up the mountain, filling with his not only his eyes, his hearing, his breath, the sounds, and just kind of fucking mad dash it.
All right. You're going full sprint up the mountain on the icy zigzagging path. As you do so, you not only hear the creatures trying to keep up with you, you hear them ahead of you as if they're going to cut you off some point later. But they're staying outside of your field of view, so you can't see. I'm also going to need an athletics check as you turn a sharp corner that goes off the side of the mountain that has been frozen over with an icy patch.
All right. 16.
Very nice. You successfully step onto the ice patch and almost do a false step as you move so fast that you don't put enough pressure on it to lose your footing. However, this action does distract you just long enough that you turn the corner and are able to stop yourself just short of the you can assume to be the first creature just standing in the middle of the path again.
So, middle of the path, I'm 2/3 of the way. I just mad dash so that at
You're
least
more than
some of them
2/3 of the
can
way
be.
now. Like you could very faintly see the very like faint glow of some torches that indicate you're near the gate, but you're just out of like shouting distance of the gate. Like, you can see it very far away, but you can see it.
And then, can you give me a description of how far this creature is?
You stop just short of it, so you're within 5 feet. You are both within attacking distance of each other, but the creature is just standing there.
God almighty, Chungus is kind of fed up with these motherfuckers at this point. He's tried to give him an inch. At this point, Chungus has to stand on business.
Mm-hmm.
And Chungus is going to fucking take his Warhammer. He's going to kind of so how do I describe it? He's going to still hold on to the torch in his
Mm-hmm.
right hand, but he's going to grip the torch with the bottom of the Warhammer.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to fucking slam this fucking Warhammer into this Wendigo's head as hard as he can, screaming, "You wanted the lightning, now taste it!"
Okay. Chungus
And
does.
can I flavor this to where I use the speed of boots to kind of propel me into this swing a little bit, since I'm still like technically in full speed mode?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll hit DC with advantage. That's your flavor for using the boots.
Okay, okay. So first one,
Ooh.
all right. Thank God for advantage. Second one, that's a 12 hit.
No. You go to slam your warhammer down onto the creature's head, and it just pushes the head of the warhammer away with two fingers and steps to the side and goes, "Too slow," in your voice. And then the Wendigo is going to look at you with its icy blue eyes, and you're gonna hear your heartbeat for a split second as the Wendigo's eyes shift to a bright blood red with the sound of the heartbeat. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Or no, Wisdom. Wisdom, my
Oh,
bad.
wisdom saving throw?
Yes.
Fuck, this is just, oh. 19!
All right. You're able to kind of shake off whatever it just tried to do to you, and the Wendigo sees this, and you could assume it like didn't like it, because you hear a little bit of a snarl, and it raises its hand and slashes its claw. Well, it goes to slash its claw across your chest.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Um, ooh, nat one. The
Oh, please let me flavor this. Ooh.
No, you can't flavor it. Uh,
Oh, but I had such a witty comeback.
you can do your witty comeback, but I'm gonna narrate how it fails. The
Okay,
Wendigo
okay.
goes to slash its claw from its right hand across your chainmail, and seems to have been out of practice against chainmail as its middle right finger catches into the chainmail, doing no damage to you, but rips its finger clean off. The creature doesn't wail in agony, it just stares at you, its eyes now blood red and glowing as black ooze that you could assume to be its blood seeps from the wound.
And in reaction, Chungus goes, "And you're too weak." And he's going to almost try and slam his Warhammer to not only like try and hit the Wendigo full force, but kind of shove it as far as he can out of the way to give him the clear path he needs to make it to the torch line. So, and he's going to just kind of feel the hammer just in a wide arc across.
Okay. You swing your warhammer. Roll hit DC for me. Normal, no advantage this time.
Does a
Uh,
17 hit?
well, you got,
23.
yeah,
I
you got to
forgot
remember
to
your
have.
modifier. 23 does hit. Go ahead and
So,
roll damage.
so we'll start with, oh, and this is technically two-handed because I'm holding the torch with it. So
Yeah,
1d10.
yeah, I'll
Yeah.
give you that.
Okay, so 1d10 plus 3.
Yep.
So we're looking at 11 on the first, and then vicious damage is 2d6s, correct?
Yes, 2d6, and then you also have your 1d4 of thunder damage, if I remember correctly.
So then, yes, 1d8, I thought. Or is it 1d4?
Let me. I believe it's just 1d4 thunder damage.
Okay. So, all right, those 2d6s, we're looking at 11 plus 8, so 19 total, and then 1d4 is 4, so that's 20, 21, 20, 23 damage total.
I'll add
So
that
I
to
just,
the notes so we don't forget.
yeah. Oh, and then I get to take 2 attacks per turn, I forgot.
Well, you said you were doing this one attack and then trying to run past
To
the
mad,
rest of the
yeah.
clear path, so you are not going to do your other attack.
Okay, yeah. That's fair. Okay.
And it is an important distinction. Thunder and lightning damage are two different. It is thunder damage, by the way.
Under damage. Okay.
Yep.
So how do I flavor that with what comes out of the hammer?
You can
Or the,
say it visually there's lightning on the hammer, but thunder damage is just it's distinct in that it is kind of like the lightning is more so just flavor text and the actual damage is from like the booming of the thunder.
okay, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. So that's why I allow you to do the like lightning stuff and aura farm and all that, because I mean it is cool and like I mean I'm not opposed to it doing that. I mean I described it as doing lightning and stuff all around it, but the actual
Yeah.
damage roll from it is thunder damage. That's why it's called a thunder hammer.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Okay, so you kind of swing with all your might, your thunder hammer straight into the like side, the left arm of this Wendigo. You hear cracking of bone underneath your hammer's weight as you hit this entity hard enough to actually knock it onto its side, completely out of the path. And while lightning kind of dances around the hammer, as you make contact, you hear like the rumble of thunder from the sky above, and then a loud, almost like a sonic boom from the impact, which is largely attributing to the creature getting sent flying to its side on the ground. And as the creature kind of sprawls down on its side, you just kind of hear in Chungus's voice a grunt and laughter as you begin sprinting up the path towards the gate. You successfully make it to the gate, where the gate guards stand there bored as if they've seen nothing all night.
They see Chungus barrel out of the darkness.
Yeah, you are running up there like panting, looking like you just saw bloody hell, and they're like sitting there playing cards, twiddling their thumbs like they have seen nothing other than snow falling all night.
You boys know you have a Wendigo problem, right?
They both look at you and they're like, "What the hell is that?"
Well, shit. They're not very pretty and they're very, very deadly. And the ones you have, like pack animals. And there's about a dozen of them back there that I just fucking had to outrun. Fuck.
Are you saying this like as you walk past them into town?
No, I'm looking at these two guards going, these motherfuckers, y'all better be careful.
Mm.
Like, this is a bit of a warning cautionary tale. Because Chungus is like really just like, man, I would have been cooked if I had to fight all of them at once.
This is true. The guards kind of look at you like you're a madman and go, "Oh, okay, buddy. We'll keep an eye out. But they know better to attack Violsglen. This is one of the most well-armed towns or well-armed cities in the whole country."
Well, in that case, I need to have word with Sir Kumquat Jigglebottoms the Third.
They look at you again like they have no idea who that is.
And Chungus would like to go turn around and look into the forest.
Not
And he
forest.
wants to, or for trail,
Yeah.
and he wants to look down in the trail and scream down, "All right, you ugly bastards! Just you wait, I'll be back to play with you some more at another day. So
At,
count it.
okay. As you do so, one of the guards looks at you, and you notice a faint blue glow from his eyes as he calls back in your voice, "We'll be waiting."
Oh, fuck.
The other guard seems to either not care or not react.
And Chungus, I think, is going to let out a boisterous laugh. Ah, you bastards, you almost had me. And he's going to give the middle finger to that guard and walk into town.
As you do, the other guard goes, "Hey, what the fuck's your problem?" And just kind of like starts like, "Get a load of that guy," as you walk by.
So Chungus is now realizing these Wendigos are a part of the guards. Fuck. Ugh.
Part of the guards or just that guy? Who knows?
No, no, okay. So Chungus would like to enter town, and what time is it?
It is currently 2 a.m. Chungus is flat out exhausted.
Chungus would like to take a nap.
Where do you want to go for your long rest?
Um,
You could
Chungus
go.
would like to
There's
go
multiple
to the
taverns. There's a casino. Yeah.
I was about to say Chungus would like to go to the casino.
Oh, okay. Chungus proceeds to the casino. And the casino is as bolsterous as ever. As Chungus goes to, I'm assuming, go straight towards the clerk to try and purchase a room for the night.
Oh yeah.
All right. You go to the clerk to purchase a room for the night, and they inform you it'll be 5 gold for one night.
What does your finest rooms cost?
They say their nicest rooms would be the Divine Suite, and that costs 30 gold.
Chungus thinks for a second. He goes, I deserve to treat myself for doing such a good job and being the bolsterous hot stud that slays monsters. And he's going to put 30 on the table and go, well, he's going to put 31 on the table and go, keep the change.
The clerk just nods and passes you the key to the Divine Suite, which is on the top floor.
And Chungus is going to go to his room, and he's going to...
Alright, Chungus makes it to his room. You get there, and it is... one wall is just entirely, like, one-way glass, and you can see the entirety of Yoel's Glen. And then you proceed to the master bedroom, where there is a jacuzzi, a large waterbed, which is like not like real world water beds. It is magically held the water in place, so it is quite literally just like you sleeping on water while remaining dry. It is the most comfortable sleep you ever get in your life.
Oh, Chungus is gonna tear this up.
Chat says, guard POV, random man runs out of the woods in the dead of night talking about how the windies go, whatever that means. Man proceeds to cuss out the woods and flips off your buddy. Yeah, that's basically what happened for that other guard. Like they were like, God, they were like, man, this guy is tweaking.
God, I'm funny. And you know, Chungus would like to be very well rested.
Yeah.
And before Chungus goes to bed, he would like to thank his boots for aiding him in that whole debacle. And he says, "You're a fine friend. You would have loved to meet Alexander."
You do so, and the boots kind of flutter their wings and fly off your feet and go sit in the jacuzzi as if they're kind of cleaning themselves.
Oh yeah.
And also your room is dimly lit with a bunch of pink and like magenta candles. It seems they are not just normal candles, they also are like relaxing and oh, I forget the name. It starts with an A. Is it? It's like the
Ooh.
candles that like love candles. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, aphrodisiac.
Aphrodisiacs. That's what it is. They're not strong, but like they're pleasant. They're calming. They're soothing, right? Because that's what they're there for. They're not like actually there to like make people
Yeah,
fall in love. And
yeah.
you also have a private shower in your bedroom, and that is all you see in the bedroom.
Okay, Chungus would like to get ready for bed, so he's going to take a nice hot shower.
Okay.
He's going to lay his weapons down and pretty much thank them for their aid, as he does. He's already thanked the boots. He's going to see if there's any snacks damn.
Uh,
Chungus cannot say the word, but
but
free snacks in the room.
not in the room, but if you proceed to the main room, there is a fully equipped complimentary mini bar and snack like closet.
Chungus is going to tear that shit up for his cheat day,
Okay.
and he's then going to get in bed and go, "Good night, guys. We had a good day."
All right. You lay down and notice the water is heating and cooling to the exact temperature you seem to want. You fall asleep and take a long rest. You wake up and it is now like late afternoon the next day. You've slept through most of the day.
Damn.
You were exhausted. Like you were very close to getting a level of exhaustion, big dog.
Oh shit. Well, fair enough.
I mean, that was a lot of effort you did, and like you were up damn near 24 hours.
Well, in that case, Chungus is gonna hop out of bed. He's going to big stretch, and then he's gonna run through his morning routine real quick. Push ups, sit ups, curl the great sword. Get a nice pump going.
Right.
He's going to clean up. He's gonna say, "My dear boots, let us have another fine day. My swords, my ladies, let us have another fine day."
What swords? You
We're
have
going.
a sword.
I have the great sword and the thunderous hammer.
Those aren't swords. The thunder hammer is not a sword.
Chungus loves all his ladies the same.
Yep. Good answer.
And Chungus is gonna head downstairs, and he's going to head to the first person he knows that can definitely help him.
All right.
We're looking for Mr. Cheese.
I knew it. All right. Chungus heads downstairs to look for Mr. Cheese. And give me 1 sec. All right. I'm back. I had to. I'm still recovering a little bit, so I had to go blow my nose. So Chungus proceeds downstairs. I'm assuming all the way down to the main lobby casino, or is there somewhere specific you're trying to go?
Chungus is gonna kind of. Does Chungus know the layout of this place since he was here last time?
You know, a rough layout. Excuse me. A rough layout, like you know how to get to the casino, the quote underground fight club, the like dining hall and stuff, but you don't know like the layout of like all of the like bedroom floors and stuff.
Chungus is gonna make his way down, but he wants to kind of explore a little bit as he goes down, see if he finds anything interesting, abnormal, anything that stands out to him.
Gotcha. Okay. Chungus goes and makes his way to the down the casino, just kind of exploring, seeing if he finds anything of note. On your way, you notice that on your floor there is another quote divine suite, but it seems to be like a long-term staying place, as if it's more so just where someone lives. It's pretty safe to assume that's Mr. Cheese's room due to the art piece of a giant piece of cheese on the door. Um, and as you make your way down towards the casino, the rest is pretty much uneventful and uninteresting. It's just more bedrooms and stuff. You feel it's probably best not to explore the bedroom floors too much, as you don't want to be seen as a creep. You make your way down towards the second floor, which has some of the more upper level gambling tables. This seems to be where the people staying in the divine suites and such, high rollers go. And then you go down to the main floor, which is like normal table games and stuff, and the dining hall and like the event room and all that.
So in that case, Chungus wants to go to one of the workers, and he's gonna ask, trying to find my dearest friend, Mr. Cheese, to have discussion.
Mr. Cheese. Okay. Yeah, you're looking for Mr. Cheese. You ask a worker, and it's almost like as if the moment you say his name inside of his area, you hear a voice call out from behind you. It's so good a time. What can I do for you?
Chungus, without even turning around, goes, "It's a good a time," and he's gonna turn and go, "Mr. Cheese."
Oh, it's you. What you want?
Well, my friend, I came to spend coin and have a good time, a good a time. So, Chungus is going to look at Mr. Cheese and go over one. Mr. Cheese, I heard you have a way to enchant items, correct?
I don't know who told you that. I do not have a way to enchant items. I have a way for you to gamble and maybe get better items.
Well, I would like to partake in such gambling.
Now we're talking. What are we gambling?
Well, I think I would like to see how my great sword fares in your line of work. And Chungus would like to reach into his bag. I forgot. I almost was like, I didn't put that in a. So I was like, bag of holding. Wait, no, I have a cursed bag of holding, pretty much. We're not gonna put anything in.
Yeah, what's going on, Juby? Juby's in chat right now. They're like, I joined and Chungus is gambling. Yeah, to be fair, he just started.
Chungus is going to take his great sword off his back and present it to Mr. Cheese and go, I would like to see how this fares in your house, Mr. Cheese.
Mr. Cheese looks at the sword. He thinks about it for a little bit. And he goes, right. So you know how my gambling works?
Hi, you told me. We gamble. Sometimes things come back better. Other times worse. Sometimes not at all.
And he goes, okay. So here's the thing. When we gamble, the way my magic works, it costs you. You see, you got to give me the item, and at least it's gold, or it's value in gold, right? So if something's worth 1 gold, and you give me 1 gold, and the item, it goes into the gambling machine, you roll for it, and if it rolls high enough, you get a better version. If you roll a certain number, you get the same item back. If you roll below, you get a lesser item. You can increase the odds, so you need a lower roll to get a better item, the more you give over that item's value. This item is worth at least 500 to 1,000 gold. I'm not an appraiser. I just know it is a unique item and a weird sword.
I'll have to make some money before I take advantage of this. Because I'm going to be honest, Mr. Cheese, I'm not that high rolling today.
Mr. Cheese looks at you and his eyes flash pink and he goes, for you, I'll let you do it this one time for free at regular buy-in rates. Consider it a favor from one of your friends in about 4 months from now.
Say less, my friend.
Just want to point out, he said it's a favor from a friend 4 months from now. Just so you take note of that.
Yeah, I'm taking it.
Yeah. So someone from the future is doing you a favor. Just
This is amazing. Chungus goes, I can't wait to see which one of my friends are helping me right now.
all right. Go ahead and roll a D100.
All right. Oh, did last night count as a long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't get
Just wanted to
inspiration
ask.
on gambling rolls.
Damn.
I knew exactly where the hell you were going with that.
Yeah. All
Strong
right. Big money.
possibility,
Big.
Obsidian.
I got
An 80.
80 flat.
Ooh, let's see. Mr. Cheese lifts up the sword. It starts floating above him, and it gets surrounded by a like glowing pink orb, and ribbons of pink, magenta, blue, and red start swirling the sword, and you can see the sword disappear and starts glowing, kind of like a Pokemon evolving. And when he hands you your sword back, damn, you rolled pretty high. I'm looking at my like loot pool ratio, and an 80 is pretty fucking good.
It was perfect. It was an 80 flat. It was an 80 and a 0.
Yeah. Oh wait, I forgot I can. I need to find the base item I'm looking for to. So you put in the 9 life Stealer Greatsword, right? The purple one.
Yep, the one from the captain. The
Okay.
one that does on crits, the necrotic, and heals me.
Yep. All right. You get the luck. Well, I'll add it to your thing and then tell you how it works. Shit, I clicked on it. But you can go ahead and remove the 9 life Stealer. You no longer have that sword.
Oh, the sword's gone entirely?
Oh yeah, it's replaced. You got a new sword.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of fire. Okay. All right. I am deleting it. Wait, I want to screenshot it for the history.
Fair.
All right, it's gone.
All right. The sword gets imbued with this magical power, and after doing so, the sword is dropped down into Mr. Cheese's hands, and it is now a sword that radiates with the luck of the gamble. So, the sword has almost a magenta colored blade, right? It looks like it's made from crystal. And its hilt in the center, where you would normally see a a gemstone or some sort, is just a regular D6 die, like you would use on a poker table. Or not poker, but a gambling table. And around there is a circle of marbles around it, and you recognize them as the marbles for a roulette table. And the entire hilt is pure gold, wrapped in the finest leather, that of an amethyst dragon.
Oh, yeah.
And Mr. Cheese hands you the sword and goes, Yeah, this shit pretty good. And
Would you say it's Gouda?
I would say it's very good. I would not lose it if I were you. And with that, he hands you the sword and says it is a Luck Blade Great Sword, an exclusive Mr. Cheese option.
It's fuck. Chungus is going to just take a very nice admiration to his new sword and go, "This is a Gouda blade, my friend." And he's then going to set it for a second and go, "I now have another line of business for you, Mr. Cheese.
Okay.
I'm looking to obtain information, per se, at a cost per knowing that nothing is free and we're here for a good time. I'm trying to ascertain the mountains and the layout of it and who would be someone I could talk to understand the geography and where things might be, not be, and anybody that's quite in the know knows the area quite well."
Mr. Cheese looks at you and his eyes flash pink again. And he goes, "What is up with you and your friends asking questions about private things in public? I'll stop by your room later. You gotta buy another room, though."
"Say less. I'm your neighbor tonight, Mr. Cheese."
No, the hell you're not. Do not come by my room. I will stop by
"Oh
your
no,
room
but
whenever I want.
yes, yes, but I was your neighbor because my room's next to you."
Cool, 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 cool. You better not be loud. I don't like loud neighbors. I'll kick your ass out."
Roger, Roger. And then for his final question, he would like to ask Mr. Cheese,
Hello, Mino.
what is the best way to, you know, is there any quest that you know of that could perchance put coin in my pocket, which that would put coin in your pocket?
Mr. Cheese looks at you and goes, I don't really do the whole questing thing. There's a whole quest board outside. You should know about it. You were a bounty on it for a little bit.
Yes, I was indeed. I was worth some money then. And lastly,
yeah.
Chungus is going to take out 100 gold and say, "Can I put this into the enchantment roulette and see what happens?"
Mr. Cheese goes, normally that's not how it works, but I want to see what'll happen. Fuck it. And he takes your 100 gold and he puts it into the magic orb, and he's like, the wind starts swirling around him as he does his magic again. Roll me a D100 twice.
Twice. Okay. Do I need to
roll
so let
the
me
first one and let me see.
Okay, let me remove the 100 gold first. Okay, so that's now out of my inventory. Fire. All right. So I gotta lock in.
Oh yeah.
D100 first roll
This is
is
to see if it works. Ooh.
21.
It does not. So Mr. Cheese, the magic stops and 21 gold falls back and he goes, "Ooh, luck of the draw, buddy."
Chungus throws the 21 gold back in, and he's like, "Add another 89 to it. Let it ride."
I likes the way you think. You make me a lot of money. And he roll me another D100.
82.
Okay, roll me another D100. You succeed. All right.
33.
Out of your 100 gold, 133 fall down. And he goes, "Oh, big winner."
Oh, I like where we're at. So
You are
I'm
officially
up
down
30.
money still, by the way.
Mr. Cheese, let it ride.
He goes, "All right, buddy, last time. I got stuff to do today." And
Fair,
you're
fair.
letting the whole 133 ride?
Yep.
Okay. Roll me a D100.
40.
100 gold falls down. He goes, "Ooh, luck of the draw."
Damn it. So, how much gold does Chungus have left?
You put in 200 gold total. Well, no. Okay, so you put in 100, lost 89. So you lost 89. Put in another 100. Won 133. Lost the 33. Came back 100. So you lost 89 gold.
Okay. So I'm at 100 gold. Okay.
No, you lost 89 gold. That was a net loss.
Total.
Total, yes. Because you started with 100, right? So we have 100 minus 89. Or that's 79 for 21. So 100 minus 79. You had 21 gold. You added 79 back to get back to 100. Let it gamble again. And then you got to 133. Then you gambled that, lost 33, got back down to 100. You still lost that original 79.
Okay.
Snip's
So,
not good answer.
Good answer, good answer. Chungus is going to then go, "Thank you, Mr. Cheese. I appreciate you as always, and if you'd like later, I'd love to do another eating competition."
He shakes his head. Hells no.
Drinking competition? And Chungus is just gonna kind of do like the grab his face and kind of look at it like a side mark where he's like,
Mr. Cheese just shakes his head and goes, "I'm busy, buddy. I said I'd stop by later to talk to you about that private matter. That's it. You need to move on with your journey. From what I heard from your buddy, in about 4 or 5 months from now, you guys got some big quests going on. You should probably figure that out."
Yeah. All right, Mr. Cheese, I'll see you later. And Chungus will take his leave, and he's going to head straight for Sir Kumquat Jigglebottom the Third.
All right, just so you know, we're on day 2 of your year-long time skip, and we are an hour and a half about into this, so we're gonna have to speed it up a little bit.
Fuck. Okay.
We can't play out every single day.
Okay. Yeah. No, that's all 365 DMs. I want every moment to enjoy this. All right. So in that case, Chungus is just gonna kind of try and speed run information collecting.
Okay.
On as far as where to get the hookup for magic items. He's going to go to Sir Kumquat Jigglebottoms and talk about like asking, does the village have any altars to the gods? And then Chungus is trying to get a layout of everything he needs right now for his training arc.
Okay. I will roll me a d20 for information. So just a d20.
17.
All right, so skipping ahead a few months in terms of information gathering, I'll say where we're at now, around the 5-month mark. No, Mino. You are able to learn the location of the dragon that you're looking for, thanks to Mr. Cheese and begging and pleading until he finally gives in because he wants you to shut the hell up.
Yes.
You also learn, due to just annoying the hell out of him, that Mr. Cheese is Osteos in disguise. He kind of told you because it was blatantly obvious by this point, after so many months of just bothering him, that he was like annoyed that you hadn't figured it out yet. And like when he tells you, he's like, "Honestly, your friend figured it out in like a day. You need to step up your game, buddy. You're not the dumbest one in your group. I know that for a fact. That one with the horns is."
Okay.
I think intelligence might be Chungus's dump stat. Yeah, it definitely is.
Oh yeah.
He's still got more than Mino though.
Yeah, so I do.
No, I'm gonna say Juby and Chungus just missed each other in Beel's Glen.
So then, on top of that, did I ascertain anything about magic items, the gods, anything like that?
Those
Because
are separate checks. So roll me a
okay,
d20 for magic items. Also, you need to look at that sword you got, because that is like one of the most powerful swords in the game. You can cast Wish with that sword.
17.
Nice. Wish is OP as hell, by the way.
I don't even know what wish does, but do
Wish
I
is
get to
one of
make a
the most
wish?
powerful. Wish, W-I-S-H. Wish is one of the most powerful spells in the game. Okay, Nino, I'm gonna smite you. Anyways, so if you look at the sword, I'll go ahead and go over it with you real quick. So in
Okay,
terms
yes.
of being it's a legendary weapon. First off,
Has it been added into my
yeah,
inventory?
it's already in your equipment. You have it equipped. It is a great
Oh,
sword.
it's not showing up.
Refresh your page. So you damage is 2d6 plus 3. So you lost a little bit of damage in terms of like compared to like a vicious modifier, right? But you gain a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. Also, while the sword is on your person, you gain a +1 to all saving throws.
That's kind of fire.
Plus, it has the luck effect. If the sword is on your person, so you have to have it equipped, you can call on its luck, no action required, so no bonus action, reaction, you can just do this passively. To re-roll one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw you dislike. You must use the second roll though. So if you re-roll something and you get a 12 the first time and a 10 the second time, you have to take the second one.
And I get to call onto the sword for the luck passively?
You have these effects only happen if you have the sword equipped.
Okay.
And this is something you can only do per day, not long rest, per day. The luck ability you can only use it once, and it goes away until the next dawn.
Okay.
Then the sword has wish. So I will roll your d4. So it's 1d4 minus 1. You lucky bastard. You get 2 uses of wish.
Holy shit, this is awesome.
So wish.
Wait, but
you can use while holding the sword. You can use an action to expend 1 charge and cast the wish spell from it. This property cannot be used again until the next dawn, and once you have used all charges, the sword, that's it. That's it. The whole property is gone. Luck and everything else that the sword gives you is still there, but the wish aspect is gone. You only get 2 uses. That's it.
So how far can I take these wishes out of curiosity?
It's the full spell. So wish is a 9th level conjuration spell. Okay? It's instantaneous, and I have some stipulations on it. Yes, I know, but it's slightly recoded. Also, he only gets 2 uses of it. So it's one of the wishes, like essentially the mightiest spell a mortal creature can cast. So by speaking aloud, you can alter the very foundations of reality in accord with your desires. So you have to take an action. You have to take an action. And on top of that, it has a verbal component. So you have to call out exactly what you're wishing for. So if you are not able to talk, you cannot use the spell. But if you try, you will waste the use of the spell and not cast it. Okay. So, with a wish, you can cast any 8th level or lower spell without needing any requirements for that spell other than the, like, I'm casting this, right? Alternatively, you can create one object up to 10,000 gold pieces in value. That's scaled down from the actual spell a little bit. And the object can be no more than 300 feet in any dimension. I'll say 150 feet in any dimension. And it appears in an unoccupied space you can see on the ground. You can allow up to 5 creatures that you can see to regain all hit points. and end all effects on them as described in the Greater Restoration spell. You can grant up to 10 creatures resistance to a damage type you choose, so on and so forth. And then also up to DM's discretion, you might be able to achieve something beyond the scope of like normal reality. But you have to state your wish as precisely as possible, because the Dungeon Master has great latitude in ruling what occurs in such an instance. So the greater the wish, the greater the likelihood that something goes wrong. It's kind of like a genie effect, right? So if you wish for a bajillion bucks, the GM or DM can like put a bajillion male deer there. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm hearing is Chungus has 2 free whatever the fuck he wants. That's really
Yeah, like I would allow you to expend a wish spell for a level up if you wanted.
Oh
That is
God,
within the reality warping.
I hate that I'm this creative because I already have a million ideas. Oh, God.
But remember, it has a verbal component. You have to be very explicit in what exactly you want, and even then, it's up to the DM to allow it. It says it's a reality warping spell, but also it's coded slightly differently than the official book because the official spell is way too overpowered.
Okay.
But it's largely a 1-for-1.
Chungus is very happy with this. Okay.
But the luck and stuff is just a passive thing that you have at all times.
Gotcha. Holy shit, this is awesome. God almighty, this is really awesome. Okay, I gotta think about a lot of things now. This has opened a lot of new creative ideas.
Yeah,
anyway,
I kind of didn't have an option. You gambled and rolled high on a already like epic weapon. I was like, ah, shit. And the only options were you rolled where like I didn't realize how OP the sword was, so I had it as the lower option of the legendary weapons, which is right where you rolled. That was DM
This
mistake.
Is the lower option.
I should have put this as the highest. I didn't see the wish aspect, so I put it as the lower option of the legendary weapons. I should have put this as the highest.
This is amazing. All right. By the way, you skipped 5 months, right?
Yes, you are now 5 months into your journey. You know where the dragon is and how to get there. You
and Chungus.
Yep.
Because I rolled a 17 on magic items.
Yeah.
I know Chungus has been wanting to try and collect magic items, so that'll also involve him making money as he goes and collecting and working with not only what he finds naturally, but the cursed shop items. So I just want to see how you run that.
You do not learn of any other magic items, per se, but you can find the shopkeep if you want.
I feel like that's definitely something I've wanted to do over the course, and with a 17, I feel like I find him a couple times.
You can run into him once. You can find him anytime you're looking for him, but only if he chooses to let you find him.
Chungus definitely wants to hit up the cursed shop owner. And then, how much money does Chungus make over these 5 months?
Well,
we'll
get into that in a minute. I'll say you run into the shopkeep on your way to the dragon, so once you're out of town, so we'll do that in a minute. What have you been doing in town for these 5 months?
Just picking up quests.
Okay.
Trying to go off the bulletin boards, get working with people. Just
got you.
Chungus has been spending his time trying to pick up money, may it be through the casino, quests, etc. Sleeping with nobles,
Okay, we're gonna ignore the last part. We don't.
This is very Chungus coded, We've established this lore.
Yeah, I know, but Chungus is past the point of prostitution. We're not allowing that as a source of income anymore. So picking up quests around town and stuff. Assuming you complete a quest, maybe 2 of the smaller ones a day, with a payout of 5 to 10 gold per quest. Over 5 months, assuming we'll say average 30 days a month. So we'll say your average income is 10 gold a day. That's 300 gold per month. So that's 1,500 gold. And then your costs, where are you staying? Are you going to keep trying to afford the Divine Suite, or are you moving to a like regular room?
Chungus is going to find a nice little tavern to make his residence at, or he might hit up Circumquat Jigglebottom's third to see if he can room with him.
I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
Okay, if you're staying at a normal tavern at a cost of 1 gold per night, that's 30 gold a month. So that is minus 150 gold. So you make a net income of 1,350 gold over your 5-month expenditure. That's not assuming food, assuming you spend food and water and all that normal living costs. You have what kind of lifestyle?
I need to update it, but it was very modest, I think, was the one I went
Modest.
with.
Okay, so modest is a cost of 2 gold per day. So 2 times 30, 60, 62. So you made a total income of 1,050 gold.
1,050.
Yep, 1,050 gold.
Gotcha. All right. Chungus
Yes,
is going
I
up
will
in the
allow
world.
that with time and resources, Juby and Mino. Yep, so 1,050 gold. You gain a good bit of experience and seem more versed in your Oh, you had the blue sword of life stealing, you liar.
What do you mean, liar? I just gave you my
I
sword.
asked if you had the 9 lives stealing like epic sword, and you said yes. I didn't.
Is that not what I had?
No, you had the blue great sword of life stealing. That's a very different weapon.
Oh shit. Well,
Okay. I'm not gonna take away your sword. You get 1 use of wish.
Oh, come on, we rolled and everything. 2 uses. This is only
Now,
fair to
I'm scaling it down because you only got a legendary sword because you won the roll moving up from epic to legendary, because when I asked if you had an epic sword, you said yes.
Okay, well, miscommunication happened there for sure, because I was...
So you're still up, but I'm
Okay.
scaling it down because technically I should remove that sword and give you a purple sword. Just like Fortnite.
Well, okay. In that case, I can live with 1 wish. It was cooler with 2, but I'll live with 1.
All right, so yes, you learn a little bit more about the gods as you go from the temples. Essentially, you learn everything I have in the notes section. But if you want, I can read them out so that Chungus knows them all verbatim.
I feel like we can skip that. Chungus definitely.
Okay.
So in
Sounds
that
good.
case, in terms of like building his relationship with the gods, like Chungus starting to actually like give offerings, trying to talk to the gods, any possible ability to train.
The gods don't really train mortals like that. I'm just gonna paste this in the chat. But you do connect with Garland a little bit more. You gain a little bit more mastery of your boots, so they have ever so slightly less drain and just in terms of effort. I might do that.
And then I'm assuming since I was hanging out with the Dionysus insert there, my
Ice Cube.
relationship with him's built. Yeah.
He likes you like the way you like your annoying ass nephew.
Okay, perfect. I can work with this.
But yeah, and then, but you, since you're just doing quests in town and stuff, kind of just like making a living, earning, repertoire in town and stuff. You kind of do earn favor with the people in the sense of like they don't look at you and go, "Oh, he's the guy that robbed that store" anymore. So like they're back to like a neutral. Some of them might like you a little bit.
Okay.
In terms of Sir Kumquat Jigglebottoms the Third, you learn that he passed away.
No! What?
He went on one of his little charades about hating goblins, and in his fit of rage, he had a heart attack and passed away.
Damn, quick question.
Yes.
Can a wish bring people back from the dead?
Ooh, see, death magic in normal D&D, I think that would be a yes. But because of the way I've coded my world, that is, you would have, that's a lot of power. Technically it would work, but it's like, it's one of those things where like, it works because it's so powerful that it overpowers the normal laws, but there are consequences to that action.
And I'm assuming Chungus just won't know those consequences until they come.
So over the time that you've learned about the gods, like I said, you know the things that I've put in my notes as descriptors for gods. So like you know everything that's in the note, which I even just pasted in D&D chat. So you would know that that would piss off Zalthor to a great extent, and because you're using wish magic, which is like not necessarily taboo, but like a level of magic most mortals don't normally get, that would also like agitate the lasses because it's kind of like circumventing the normal law of the land. Also, I have agreed, Mino in chat made a really good point. So you're getting a second use of wish, but the stipulation is your sword breaks upon use of it.
Oh man, that sucks. That's such a fucking nice sword. Oh.
Would you rather have the one use of wish and then it just be the normal sword afterwards?
Can I put a pin in it and decide after I reread the sword details?
Okay, so well, I'll just real quick. So, because I need to know.
Okay.
If you get 2 uses of wish, the sword breaks, not usable anymore. You never get it back. If you get 1 use of wish, I will allow the sword to function as is. So you still, it's 2d6 plus 3 for damage. It's slashing. It's a great sword. You gain the plus, like at all times while you have it equipped, you have a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. And then while you have the sword on your person, so equipped, you gain a +1 to all saving throws. That's passive, right? Luck is an active ability, but it recharges every dawn. Not long rest, every dawn. If you have the sword equipped, you can roll on its luck, no action required, but it counts as a use of the sword of luck, right? And it allows you to re-roll 1 attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. Basically any roll, except gambling. It allows you to re-roll it if you don't like the original roll, but you must take the second roll. So it's not advantage; it's just a re-roll. You're level 10, Mino.
Chungus.
It's already on your sheet, dude.
Chungus will take the 2 wishes, and it'll break after the use.
Okay.
I can live with this. All right. So on top of that, another important one was wanted to reach out to Akin and Kathleen to see if I would be able to talk to them.
No. They do not
Just
answer the calls of mortals like that. He is recognized He is a god. He is unofficially the 13th god in the pantheon, but he is not a god.
So
See
even with
Obsidian?
Chungus being like the homie to help him out, I don't get a little audience to.
No, he does. He does not like being treated like a god. Calling out to him like a god is not going to work.
Okay, fair enough.
He is a
All
very
right.
much so an isolated individual. He is more so a means to an end rather than like a personality to befriend.
Okay. Okay. All right. In that case, cursed shop user. You said I get to meet him.
On the way to the dragon outside of town, yes.
Okay. Okay. And then, do I make anything connection wise? I know you said my relationship with Garland grows. Do I make any relationship with any of the other gods I listed about trying to make offerings to or to speak to?
Uh, not really. No. You don't have disfavor with them, but I mean they don't commune with you or anything either.
Okay,
Just
that'll work then.
normal, kind of neutral relation.
Roger that. All right. In that case, Chungus is going to take that cloak of invisibility he got, and he's gonna try and go check out this dragon to see what the hell is going on and figure out what the move is.
Okay, so the dragon is a full day's journey into the depths of one of the caves in the highest peak of the tallest mountain in the mountain range.
Mhm.
So,
So,
uh, if you leave from town, assuming it's, late morning, you would arrive there if you don't stop next day by late morning.
out of curiosity, if I use the boots
Uh-huh.
that I've now gained proficiency to, what would that cut that trip down to?
Uh, the proficiency was a lot more flavor text. Um,
Hmm.
so instead of like double ration and water intake and double your exhaustion gain, it's like 7/8, so it's almost double. So normal, basically. If you want to round up, it would be double. But
Okay.
the rolls you need for deck saving throws as you like use them for tight maneuvers and stuff has the number has gone down, but I'm not telling you what it is.
Okay. Well, in that case, Chungus would like to use his boots and call forth the speed of the wind to scale the mountain.
Okay. You do so. So are you finding the shopkeep, or are you just moving on from that?
No, I'm gonna find him. So we were gonna say Chungus might take like a little break to snack, you know,
Okay.
have his his little ration time.
Okay. And inside of a dark crevice, while you are breaking, you notice the shopkeep as you were looking for him.
Ah, the shopkeep. It's good to see you. It's been forever. I've been hankering for another one of your amazing items.
The shopkeep just looks at you.
So, out of curiosity, what do you have today that would be of interest?
The better question is, what do you seek?
Hmm. I've been having a great time as far as I honestly am looking for new friends. I wouldn't mind seeing if you have anything similar to my old friend Alexander, who I miss dearly. I now have a new friend named Altar.
Altera.
Oh God, Altera, Altera,
Bro, you picked the name.
Altera.
Yeah.
Do you have any new friends for me? Out of curiosity, someone to aid me in my adventure.
Um, he kind of laughs and goes, "Of swords." And he pulls out a necklace with a little jar and inside is like a little homunculus.
This sounds awesome. Can Chungus kind of like see if he can ascertain anything about it magic wise? Because I'm assuming it's fucking cursed. So
Oh yeah, it's a good assumption. Yeah, if you want to do magic, give me an Arcana check.
18. It almost rolled a 2. Ooh, that
uh,
was so close.
yeah. So, yeah, Chungus is able to ascertain that this is another item that is not intended for him, and if he were to put it on himself, he would die.
That is a very interesting item. I do like the idea of having a friend around my neck. Follow up.
Hmm.
Do you have anything that per se is fiery? I have these oil flasks I use all the time, but I had a run-in with some Wendigos, and it was a pain in the ass as far as like being able to see. Do you have anything that could spice things up, give me a little oomph?
He ponders for a second, and then he thought I saw something. I'll just code it as that and change it. Okay. He nods his head and waves his hand over the table, and you see a bright green, emerald like object that is smooth and is in the shape of an eyeball that appears on the table.
Can Chungus see if he picks this up? Does it insta kill him?
Uh, yeah, you can. Do you want to investigate it or magic check it?
I do go.
You can do one.
Well, um, Arcana. I need to see if this magic's gonna screw me up if I pick it up.
Okay. Go ahead.
0.
While you look at this object completely dumbfounded, I have reincarnate Google that and tell me if I can have it. What the hell does that mean? Anyways, the shopkeep can tell you have no idea what you're looking at and goes, "For the cost of your eye, I will replace it with this one. This eye will allow you to see beyond your normal one."
That's pretty sick. What are the downsides of me taking this eye on? Do you know?
You you lose an eyeball.
That's it. That's the only downside. There's no like curse that's going to cause me to lose my mind. It's just I give you my eyeball for this eyeball.
There's a little curse. Yeah, a little.
Okay. Look, we've been working together for a while now. I don't kick around the bush. You don't either. I'm here for the curse shit. I love it. It's awesome. I'm trying to build a repertoire of understanding. Like, what am I give and take really?
Hmm. You lose an eyeball, and while this eye will give you true sight up to 30 feet,
Mm,
there is a cost.
okay.
The eye must be powered by flames of hell. And if you
Mm,
fail to keep the eyeball lit, you will go blind entirely.
mm. Okay. I do like this one. There's a lot of potential here. Homunculus, not bad either. I did want a new friend.
You can't
For
wear the
my
homunculus.
well, for my final request, since we seem to always do this in threes, I've noticed. I'm looking for something to, as they say, a good drink. You know, I love a good wine, something enjoyable to sip on. Do you have anything of that nature that would be interesting?
Um, he waves his hand over the table again, and you see a wineskin.
Like the skin bags full of wine.
Yep.
So do we want to roll, or do you want to just tell me? We can see how well I can perceive this if you would like.
Well, if you had the eyeball in with True Sight, you would just know.
Yes, but I don't know how to get to Hellfire, so this creates a bit of a conundrum.
It's actually a really good point.
Yeah, I'm down for True Sight. This sounds awesome, and I'm willing to give an eyeball. Just I don't know how easily I can obtain Hellfire on the regular, let alone where to get Hellfire in general.
Okay, I'm not doing this in
So
his voice because it makes my throat scratchy. But as long
yeah.
as there's Hell Flame in there, you can just add normal flame.
Hmm. So I just pretty much got to put fire in my eyeball daily. I'm fine.
Yeah, but you have to put fire, not oil, not fuel. You have to put actual fire in there.
Which will burn my face every time.
I mean, it might. It depends on how you're doing it, but yeah. I mean, like you could have um yeah, Juby, that would. Uh you could have Juby like do her firebolt, and if you guys don't roll bad, I would let that hit the eye perfectly. You could also put fire on a stick and stick that into the eye and then pull the stick out, and it would, absorb the
This,
fire.
okay. This is a lot of fun ideas. All
Yeah.
right. Chungus would like to see what he can figure out about the wineskin.
Okay. He tells you it is the finest wine from hell.
Hmm. Okay, you're selling me. All right, finest wine from hell. Definitely sounds good. I'm assuming if I drink it, I'm stuck in hell, like in the stories or something like that. Don't partake of the food or drinks from hell or something like that.
He looks insulted and goes, "No, it's just good wine. You just gotta pay gold for it. It's just wine."
In that case, give me the wine, baby.
He says the wine costs 25 gold.
Chungus is going to give him 25 smackaroos.
All right.
1 second, I'm trying to find my gold.
You're good.
Alright. And then I would like to ask the shopkeep one last thing, not about the item, but now I feel like we have a pretty good repertoire we've built up over time, and I'm a good customer to you. You're a good salesman to me. I have something I got that seems really fucking cursed that wasn't from you. I'm not cheating on you whatsoever. It was gifted to me. And Chungus would like to pull out his damaged bag of holding and go,
hmm.
would you happen to know anything about this thing that's really fucking creepy?
Uh, the shopkeep looks at it, and like you can see a like smirk creep across his like decrepit face, and his eyes flash a little green, and he disappears into a cloud of black smoke.
Well, I'll be damned. That jokester, he did know about it. He just didn't tell me.
Maybe. Um, though he did leave the eye of true sight.
Oh shit, really?
Uh,
Just. Since Chungus has no clue, if I pick it up, does it instantly become something I have to like full
Yes.
do?
Yes. If you
Well,
pick it up, it's kind of like you get a sense of like this is a deal. If you pick it up, you are agreeing to take the eye.
is Chungus able to use like a rag or something to pick it up and
Nope.
ball it and
Nope.
use
If
it as
you
that?
grab the
Mm,
eye in any regard, you have to like it's
mm.
going to take your eye. It's going to install
Uh,
itself.
and it's gonna make me fully blind if I use it and do not keep it fueled.
Yep.
And what are the advantages of True Sight?
Uh, I just added Ursat's eye as like the placeholder, which doesn't do anything. But let me pull it back up. So True Sight is basically like the best vision you can get.
Mm. So
And
pretty much I can see anything and everything.
not that OP, but it is pretty good. So it allows you to see through darkness, perfectly normal, not gray vision or grayscale like normal dark vision is. Like you can see color and everything up to 30 feet. Everything is scaled down to 30 feet for this.
Mm. Any other advantages of it other than I can just see in the dark?
Yeah. So creatures that are invisible you can see, but
Mm.
there's two versions of this. You can't see things that have the invisible condition. You can see things that are invisible.
Chungus scratches his head and goes, "Oh."
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm.
So what that means is like something that has the invisible condition because it's hidden behind cover, you can't see.
Oh,
And
but the lights.
certain aspects of invisibility, like the magic condition, like of functionally being invisible, you still can't see. So something that is inertly invisible, you can't see. But things that are like your invisibility cloak or um, someone who casts invisibility, while you won't be able to see them outright, that you'll see like a shimmer, so like kind of like a vague area, right? And you'll have advantage on trying to like discern where they're at,
Mm-mm.
or not advantage, but like you'll have a mind, right? Um, it allows you to detect illusions and automatically succeed on saving throws against them. So like if like before when you guys attacked someone and it was like an illusion, you would just be able to know that. Yes, it would
Alright.
help with him being able to discern Garland a bit more, but not too much. You
Mm.
also have ethereal sight, so you can see into the ethereal plane within your true sight radius. So if something on the ethereal plane is within your 30 feet of true sight vision and is like moving around, you would be able to see it. Which,
Mm.
so when Garland's like kind of floating around fucking with y'all and invisible to y'all, you would be able to see him if he's within your 30 feet now.
Okay, okay.
Yep. Uh, so it is. So normal true sight is like not a light source, so you wouldn't be able to see dark vision. But if you had dark vision with true sight, then you would see everything in color. But that's why you have to fuel it with Hellflame. That's the light source for it. So that's what gives it dark vision, true sight. So it
Can I ascertain how quickly I like it drains? Like, is it? So I'm assuming is it gonna be like the bracers? I gotta like daily maintenance.
Mm-mm. Hellflame is very potent, so if you were to equip the eye and wait until it went completely empty, you would have about a week. But
Hmm.
as the fuel runs lower and lower, it scales down your amount of true sight. So if it's like running on E and about to flicker out, your true sight would be limited down to like a foot. But it's
Okay.
like an exponential curve. So it's 30 feet, 30 feet. You get the half tank, still 30 feet. Once you get to like a quarter tank of fuel, it drops. It starts dropping drastically. It goes to 20 feet at a quarter tank, and like every tick, it drops significantly. It's an exponential kind of curve.
Okay, I got you. And then how easily is it to refuel? Like stick in the eye with fire and it's back to full.
I mean, you would have to fuel it proportionally to like what it's empty. So like if you're just topping it off, a little twig that's got some flame on it, probably be enough. If it's almost on empty, you would have to essentially pour a shit ton of fire into it. If you could pour fire like a fluid.
Mm-hmm. You be spam firebolt.
Yeah, firebolt would work if it hits and doesn't
And
hit your
what
face.
what color is the eye? And can you describe it
It
one more time, Jimmy?
Yeah, so the eye looks like it's made of emerald, and then like where the iris and pupil would be, it's just open. And inside, it's like it looks like a candle kind of flame, but there's no wick. It's just floating, and it's just a little wick of hell flame. So bright green fire. So the like
Chungus is
actual
gonna take.
front of the eye is literally open. Like you could put your finger in there. That's how you fuel it.
Chungus is gonna take the eye.
Okay, as you take the eye, you pass out.
Oh, damn it!
And you wake up about an hour later, and your right side of your head is sore. There's a little bit of dried blood, and you notice you can see the world in a clearer way than you could before.
Like when someone puts glasses on for the first time and they're like,
Yeah,
"Holy shit,
but
is
like a
this how
monocle,
everything
it's only
looks?"
one eye.
Okay, Chungus is like, "Whoa." I was a little iffy about this one at first, but this is pretty awesome, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
And Chungus is going to also he wants to sample a what you, mm,
The wine.
Chungus wants to do it. Yeah, Chungus wants to do an Arcana check on the wine real quick.
Okay, do an Arcana check. Give me a roll.
15,
14. Uh,
14.
you are able to discern that the wine is wine, just as he said.
All right, Chungus would like to sample the wine.
You sample the wine, and your palate is completely blessed with a flavor that you've never tasted before, and it is utterly divine. There's no other words that you can think of to describe the like bliss that you've experienced tasting this wine.
Oh
It's
my god,
mhm.
this is busting. This will
Yep.
go great with some dominoes.
Yep.
And
Uh,
Chungus
yep.
is going to stash the wine back in his bag with all of his other cursed and crazy goodies. And Chungus is now gonna head back to looking for the dragon, and he's gonna get that invisibility cloak ready.
Okay. You make it to the dragon's lair right as the clock would strike midnight. You do have an odd sense that you should be getting pursued by those creatures from before as you're in the same mountain range, but they seem like they are scared to enter this area.
That's not fucking good. Oh god. Okay. All right. Chungus is just gonna kind of like go forward, going. All right. Let's see how this goes.
Okay. You
And
go to
and
enter. Sorry, go ahead.
he's gonna be under the cloak, and he's just gonna have his. He hasn't unsheathed it yet, but he's gonna have his hand on the new amethyst sword.
Okay. Um, I'm gonna rename it actually. Um, I think I spelled that right. All right, you kind of cautiously enter the what looks like the mouth of a grand cave, and as soon as you cross the threshold, it feels like you like walk through a little fluid layer of just straight magic, and it's like a boom, like a bubble,
Mm-hmm,
and you
mm-hmm.
enter, and it is a grand. I don't want to say palace, but it's like a grand room, very well decorated. Like this is pristine. There is a little bit of treasure kind of scrawled out, and right at the end you see an ancient brass dragon resting.
Fuck.
This creature is larger than anything you have seen in person before.
Chungus? Oh, oof. Chungus is just going to kind of slowly make his way through the hall to see if he can ascertain anything to the nature of the dragon, its alignment. Is there like dead bones stacked in places? Is
Nope.
there any like anything going on? So
You
he's going to
look.
kind of make for it.
Yep. You look around and see other than a little bit of treasure, and though you notice a lot of the treasure is in the form of books and stuff, um, and literature. There's no like sign of gorging on people or killing or bones or anything like that.
Really. And the dragon hasn't noticed him.
From what you can see, no.
Chungus is going to make his way deeper into the hall. See if there's anything else he can.
All right. I mean,
This is
it's a one way street. You're just walking straight towards the dragon, by the way.
okay. We're playing fate. I wanna. Um, can I tell if the dragon's evil or good at this point? Is there anything that could give me like Chungus's classic gut feeling?
Uh, Chungus is shitting bricks right now because he is like within swiping distance of a ancient dragon, but there's nothing to immediately discern if uh, the dragon itself is evil or not. Like, there's nothing glaring at you.
Mm, mm, mm. Oh, oh, God Almighty! I don't want to die, but I also want to talk to the dragon. This is a lot of pressure. Chungus is gonna back kind of towards the entrance,
Mm-hmm.
not as close to where he can get insta swiped. He's going to take a knee and he's going to equip his new sword
Okay.
and he's going to uncloak himself right at the entrance of the hall
Okay.
and he's going to call out and go, "I, mighty dragon, a humble warrior named Chungus seeks audience with you."
With that, you see one of the dragon's eyes open. Its eye, the size of your entire body, and it begins shifting and moving, and the hall begins shaking just a little bit from the sheer mass of this creature, and you begin to realize that what you could see of the creature was just its head as it begins
What the
moving,
fuck?
and the dragon kind of perches itself at the end of the hall, sitting up, and snakes its head down to look at you as it's with its head down. This dragon's body alone sits at well above 70 feet tall. It kind of opens its wings a little bit, like it's just stretching, and it waits for you at the end of the hall.
So it hasn't took any active thing to show it's about to fucking murder, correct?
No, it's just sitting like someone waiting for you to approach and see what's up.
Chungus is going to slowly approach, keeping his head kind of bowed in respect while just kind of holding on to hugging his witch sword
Mm-hmm.
a little bit, getting ready to wish his way out of hell.
Mm-hmm. Give me a strength saving
And
throw.
all right, 20,
A dirty 20. You
dirty
begin
20.
approaching the dragon with your sword in hand, and the dragon looks at your sword and then just blows, and your sword is sent flying out of your hand back to the entrance to the room. Other than that, nothing else happens. You are
All right,
disarmed.
Chungus at this point realizes he's fucked. He's just gonna take all his weapons and belongings and set them nice and neatly on the floor.
The dragon nods its head in approval.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, Chungus is like, well, we're gonna see how this goes. And Chungus is going to walk up and kind of take a knee in front of the great mighty dragon.
The dragon begins chuckling, and you hear a draconic yet feminine voice as she says, "There is no need to kneel before me. I am no god."
I apologize. Just you can see in my shoes, it's a little intimidating that I'm kind of at the mercy of you at the moment.
It is good to recognize one's place in reality. Too many fall to pride and lose their place.
I just
You know, Chungus
I
can't
am
even
a
see chat.
monster. Chungus goes, well, I am a monster hunter, but I know not all creatures are monsters, and my father was slain by a dragon, and I wanted to seek you out after hearing rumor
No,
of you,
he can't
and
see
I
chat
wanted to
unless he pulls
pertain
up
your
the
true
screen himself.
nature.
That's what Juby did
And
just now.
upon entering your hall in my cloak of invisibility, I had the gut feeling that you were not evil in any way that I could see or feel. So instead, I asked for
You know,
your patience and your
we'll talk about it
virtue and
later,
your
bro. You already had
respect
your
as I
session.
enter your humble abode.
The dragon nods and just looks at you like it's waiting to hear your request.
I am a warrior in the middle of trying to gain strength to fight for my friends, to fight evil gods, to, in the simplest terms, slay monsters. And a being such as yourself standing at near pinnacle on what some might say equal footing with the gods, do you have any knowledge you could share or bestow upon me? And I won't ask a mighty being as yourself to give it for free. I am willing to pay for information, earn information for the understanding of strength to endure and go further past what I am currently.
The dragon looks at you, kneels its head down, and its eyeball, the size of your body, is looking right at you. You feel as if the dragon is looking beyond you, and then it rears it. You see its eyes kind of like the slits of its eyes close, like it's like squinting at you almost, and then it pulls its head back up and it goes, "Tell me, do you fight to protect the weak, or do you fight for glory in your own name? Which is
Both.
true?"
I seek to protect those who cannot protect themselves, but I also wish to stand as the pinnacle of strength, someone people can depend on. I want to be a name people call out to scare the monsters off at night. I want to be the name that warriors look up to. I want to go down as a monster slayer, not of normal monsters, but true monsters in a sense.
The dragon nods its head and goes, I believe you believe that. But tell me, does one who fights to protect the weak rob the weak? Does one who fights for righteousness see his friend fighting the man who killed his wife and try and steal the glory for himself? Tell me, do you believe you are born good, or do you plan to overcome your tendencies and become good? What is your goal for you?
I believe my goal has always been to be better physically, mentally, to be someone who maybe at a time is not seen as a joke, but a true warrior, a beloved friend, an ally, a mentor, a father, and all these things. And by no means do I defend all my actions, for I do believe that I wish to have fun in life with my friends, with my adversaries, with my adventures. And do I always have my heart in the right place? No, but I do always seek to help others, just as you bring up the fight with Kandra and his enemy that slayed his wife. Yes, there was some there, but also at the core, I did seek to aid my friend to slay the monster that slayed his wife.
The dragon cuts you off and goes, That was not your monster to slay. Surely you must recognize this, but I do believe you try to do what is best, and for that I give you this. And the dragon is going to pierce your chest with its claw,
Ah,
and you are going to black out.
damn, Chungus is blacked out twice in one day.
Yeah, you. The last thing you saw was one of the dragon's claw punching a hole clean through your chest.
Oh,
So,
Chungus is just fucking
so
having the
Chungus, for
time right
all
now.
senses of the word, thinks he is dead right now. You believe you
Am I
just
back
watched
in the
yourself
void
die.
again?
No,
Okay. Fuck.
but Chungus does wake up, and when you wake up, you look around and you see you are back in a tavern in Beolsglen. However, you do feel slightly different.
Hmm. Okay. Chungus wakes up, he grabs his chest to go.
Yep, you grab your chest and notice that everything seems to be in order.
I didn't even get to ask Dragon its name.
Maybe. Um,
Maybe.
looking around, you can see that all of your gear is on the bedside table along with a note.
Chungus would like to go read that note to the best of his reading comprehension and ability.
The note has just a few words on it, about a sentence or two, and it just says, My name is Saba, Saba, and I have given you the strength. I have given you some strength. I would like to see what you do with it.
Hmm. Okay.
So that is one level up after by the end of the session.
Okay. Chungus is going up in the world.
Yep.
All right. Oh shit. Chungus is
Also,
now back to square.
I mean you won't figure this out, but just so you know what's going on, you'll figure it out once you go down to talk to someone. You were in a coma for a little bit. It is now 7 months in.
Damn.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, shit.
So you have about 5 months left.
Okay. So Chungus at this point is like, well, magic. I've gained magic items. I'm stronger. I've been training my ass off. I think it's time to adventure some more. And Chungus is now going to train through just practical combat and trying to train and hone his body even further.
Okay.
And he's still going to be attempting to kind of pray to the gods and ask, pretty much give offerings. And I think, how much wine is in that wine bag?
It's just you took a sip, so a wine bag minus a sip,
Okay.
whatever the
So
normal
in
fluid
this,
ounce of a wineskin is. I don't know, a quart.
okay, okay. So in this case, Chungus is now just gonna try and do some practical experience. So he's gonna go fucking hunt some monsters. May that be with others or by himself.
Okay. Um, you go questing for some minor monsters and stuff, things that are cannon fodder to a man at your strength at this point. Um,
Is there any more major quests that I could take on with parties?
uh, there is a quest that you can find on the bounty board that is essentially someone went missing on the mountainside on their way to Viol's Glen. Also, at this point in time, the uh, the sky, even during the day, is almost like it's dark and thunder clouds are rumbling all over, and it seems as if Raijin is either mad at the world or currently fighting someone.
Hmm. Yeah. Can Chungus call out to Garland and see what's going on there?
Yeah, yeah, you could. Uh,
Garland, my friend.
uh, you call out to Garland, and while nothing happens, you hear a voice in your head as you have now gained the ability to commune with your god if they decide to answer. And he goes, "Yes."
Garland, I sense something afoot with Rajan.
Garland Garland giggles and goes, "Awfully perceptive, aren't we?"
Is what is happening?
"Oh,
Do
but
do you know
it's what you released, isn't it not?"
what I released? What did I release?
Someone by the name of Ankin.
Oh shit, that's going down now.
Yes, he had some business to acquire about first, and then decided to repay his debts.
Damn, is there a way to, I kind of want to see this. I mean, I get to see a master greatsword user fight the like the shit of gods, like the one that everyone can't handle it. Either way, this is gonna be an epic fight. Oh my god.
Raijin is not the strongest god. That's the lastest, by the way.
Oh,
Raijin is perceived stronger than he is. That's his whole thing with pride and all that. He's not weak by any
okay.
means. He's one of the big three, but he's the weakest of the big three.
Mm.
But yeah.
So Chung is just kind of like sitting here going like, God, I want some popcorn to pull up and watch this.
Um Garland goes silent for a bit and goes, "This could be entertaining." And Chungus s- sees his body drop to the ground as his spirit is pulled from his body.
This is amazing.
And you can watch as the world around you shrinks to like ants as you are pulled higher and higher into the sky. And you can see Garland spirit dragging you by like your collar. Oh my god, a date. Yeah. Yeah, they're on a date, Juby. And as you pierce the clouds, you can see um multiple forms of Ankin and Raijin like speed blitzing around. They're moving so fast that it seems as if there's more than one, or maybe there is. You can't tell.
Chungus would like to thank Garland, and then Chungus wants to like pay so close attention to this fight. Like he's watching the great sword user of great sword users, and he's watching the god of lightning and thunder throw down.
Yeah.
Chungus is like fucking enthralled and trying to learn anything he can get from this.
Okay.
And then also Chungus is also doing like a little like boxing thing where you're in front of the TV going, oh,
Oh
oh,
yeah, like a
oh,
yeah, yeah. I know, like a little kid watching an MMA fight.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, okay. Garland Spirit pulls out two like spiritual chairs and you guys just sit there eating spirit popcorn while you watch this fight. Um Raijin is holding a scimitar and his lightning bolt and battling Ankin, who is wholly like unarmed fighting Raijin right now, just using his bracers to deflect and punch. And Raijin is on the losing end of this battle. He is fighting to kill and still losing. It seems Ankin is holding true to his promise to Juby that he is only going to damage Raijin down to 70% effectiveness.
Can Chungus look over to Garland and go, Juby would shit herself if she was watching this right now.
Sure, Garland just giggles. You see for a split second while the fight slows down where you can perceive what's happening. You see Raijin jump up in the air and throw down a lightning bolt and a chain of lightning greater than anything you've ever seen before crashes down directly onto Ankin, a bright yellow and white flash. And it goes all the way down to the ground, searing like a huge explosion, kind of like searing all the trees in a forest around it. Um, and Ankin just like steps out from the lightning and jumps up and uppercuts Raijin, and he begins falling from the sky, and they disappear into the clouds.
Chungus just kind of sit there and just in odd god smacks, just sitting there going like, holy crap, that is like pinnacle of strength. And like Chungus's mind's like, I want to be that level of like power.
Garland giggles and nods his head and goes, "Yes, he is quite powerful, but there is a cost."
What do you mean?
That is not my business to tell.
Out of curiosity, Garland, before you bring me back to my body, is there any way to like communicate with Ankin? I tried to reach out to him before, but I was not able to reach him or Kathleen, and I don't know the best way. He looks like a great sword user, so I feel like I could learn from.
Garland looks at you and his face grows serious for a moment. He goes, Ankin, by all means of the word, is a god, but he does not like being treated like such and will not answer those who call him. His only follower is Kathleen. She is a cleric that channels his divinity. The only way to reach Ankin is if he gives you a means of contact directly, he sees you and decides he wants to communicate with you, sort similar to what I did the first time we've met, or
Mm,
if someone relays a message to him, similar to what your friend Mino did when he met Ankin last.
mm, I see. Well, In that case, Garland, would you like to make a trade? And Chungus would like to point down to the hell line that's like on his lifeless body.
Yeah.
And he's like, if you could just tell Ankin, I would love to learn from him and I respect him as a guy. He seems really, really awesome. And, I would love to see Kathleen again also. Just even if it's not to train, just talk casually. Kathleen did heal me as a pretty cool gal. So if you just happen to run into him and could pass the message along.
Hmm.
And then also tell your dad this Warhammer with his carvings in it is really awesome. Like this sucker, I slammed it into a Wendigo. That sucker went boom.
Garland giggles and goes, I will not relay that message to my father, but I'm
Well,
sure he appreciates it. And then he looks down at your lifeless body with the wine and like kicks his feet and goes, "Oh, I haven't had that in ages. Consider it done. Though I do not know if he will answer your message. I will deliver it." And like
thank you.
brings you back to your body and disappears with the wine sack, and you can hear giggling fading off in the distance.
Okay, Chungus is on one today. Jeez. Okay. Um, Chungus now kind of thinks back through the fight. Did Chungus like gain any knowledge after watching that?
Uh, not
Especially watching like,
not really. No, it's just aura farming.
okay, okay, fair enough, fair enough.
I mean, that
I can't
uppercut
wait to see.
was the only thing you really like saw clear and cut.
Okay. Chungus is gonna practice.
Hmm.
And then his final thing is Chungus is go, thank you, Garland. And if you could tell Alexander I said hey, I miss him.
You just hear giggling fading off into the distance.
All right, Chungus is back to questing as he was planning.
All right. Um.
So may that be with like a party to like try and find the missing person on the mountain
If you would
or
like to
whatever.
pay to enlist a party of adventurers, you can.
And this would be like a bigger quest.
I mean, it's up to you. Uh, it's just a missing persons quest, but any quest could entail something greater. It's just a matter of whether Chungus wants to fork over the coin to hire people.
How much coin does it usually take to hire individuals?
It depends on the level of proficiency you want them to be and what class they are. So, like
Mm,
a fairly proficient cleric would be pretty expensive versus a like amateur, so on and so forth. And some classes are more expensive than others.
Chungus would like to hire a crew with about, we'll say, I feel like 60 gold's a pretty solid like division.
Okay. 60 gold will get you a party of four with a amateur cleric, a fairly proficient in terms of like normal people proficiency, not like you guys
Mhm.
proficient. Paladin, a barbarian that is good at what he does, but in all other senses is an amateur as an adventurer, and a very low experienced wizard.
Mm. Okay. So in that case, yeah, Chungus wants to figure out what's going on with the missing person.
All right. The person was last seen near Violsclin in those mountains.
Do we have any other leads than just that?
I mean, you know what lives on those mountains.
All right. Chungus is going to go square up with Wendigos, so he's going to make a game plan with the party.
Okay. And this
He's going.
this quest will take the rest of the time, by the way.
Oh, the full 5 months.
You still got 5 months left.
That's what you said right after the Garland. I woke up and then Garland grabbed me.
Oh no, I thought you had less time. It'll take about 2 months for the full expenditure of what's gonna go down.
Okay, then yeah, and that'll leave me 3 months left. Okay.
Yep. All right.
All right. So yeah,
All right.
Chungus would like to quest.
You guys proceed up to the mountains and establish a base camp somewhere in the snowy wilderness and begin, scoping the area to look for any signs of this missing person. Um, you spend the first month looking around. The crew begins to, kind of grow anxious and seem like they are getting restless as they complain to you about noises and scampering and like scratching on the outside of their tents at night. But other than that, no one has addressed anything large scale.
So Chungus would like to set a trap.
Okay.
Uh, who looks the most tasty out of the party?
Tasty?
Yeah, tasty. Like if
Probably,
we were to
probably
like,
the cleric.
okay. Chungus would like to make a game plan explaining like the logic of when to goes. We need to use light in our favor, and we need to use fire also to our advantage. So Chungus wants to have the party work together to build almost like a. You know how they'll have like the pots that hold like the fire out in the wilderness and like
Uh,
Celtic culture stuff like that.
like a brazier?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Okay.
Um, Chungus would like to set those up in a nice giant circle, and we're going to use the cleric as bait, and we're going to try and get the Wendigos to go after cleric, and we're going to then pretty much pincer attack from all sides in the party to fight off. And then at this point, we have great lighting on top of torches that we've spread and stabbed into the ground around, and yeah, we're going balls to the wall fighting these Wendigos.
So describe how you're setting up the cleric as bait.
So I want the cleric dead center with a single torch, and just that's in the center of the circle. And then I want to have it set up to where the party can light our pilots to kind of like light up the area. And then there's also going to be torches around on the ground. That way, there's multiple light sources we can light at any time.
Okay, and how far away are you guys hiding from the cleric?
Mm, we'll say probably the party will be about, let's say about 30 feet.
Okay. You set up this elaborate trap, and night falls as the cleric stands in the middle of the area. As night falls, you guys begin to hear scampering and cackling and whispering from the surrounding snowy area. You guys are on the outskirts of the snowy forest as well. So you hear rustling in the tree line, along from like the trees shaking as things are moving across the top of the trees. Um, and then you hear someone call out to you guys in Chungus's voice. We know of the trap, and yet she will still die. Referring to your cleric.
Chungus is then going to click his boots together and blitz into the center with the cleric. And he's going to say, Light it up, boys. It looks like we're going to plan B. And Chungus is going to call out the Wendigos by saying, I told you I'd be back. And now I am. And I'll be each one of your skulls.
Mm. Okay. Chungus clicks his boots together and blitzes his way to the center. Um, and you call out to the rest of the party to light the pilots. However, as the pilots are getting lit, you hear a gurgle and a like muffled scream as it seems one of your men was caught off guard. It seems the Wendigos tricked you in their target.
Mm.
Once the
Can Chungus
flames,
tell which?
once the flames are lit, you are able to see one of the Wendigos with its hands and claws straight through the throat of your wizard, and it's holding the body straight in the air. As the flame is lit, the Wendigo's eyes flash blood red, and it pulls its claws straight out of his throat, and the body drops cold.
Fuck.
The rest of your
Everyone,
party is
get
now
in.
anxious and freaking out.
Everyone, get in the circle. We cannot be divided. We must fight together. And Chungus would like to take his hammer and do almost like a large jump in the air and swing around, trying to let off as much lightning around to also illuminate and
Mm-hmm.
show the party that he is holding his ground in center.
Okay. Swinging your hammer around would hit the party. Just so you know. It's
Well, is that Wendigo still standing there?
no.
No. Then in that case, Chungus is going to jump in the air and straight up in the air try and let off as much lightning to illuminate the area, telling everyone, "Get to the center now!"
All right. As you shout, you shoot lightning in the air. The paladin, cleric, and barbarian are now all with you. You guys are all standing back to back.
All right, and Chungus is going to pretty much take his there's so many ways this can go. We're on the edge of the forest, correct?
Yeah. The edge of the forest is. Well, you guys are in a circle now. Your camp is to the south of you guys by about 50 feet. I was just gave it distance from your trap setup.
Mm.
To the east is the forest. To the north is further up the mountains. The forest is about 50 to 60 feet away, and the west would be the way to go back up the path, but that is quite a distance away.
So in this case, Chungus is going to pretty much call out the Wendigos and goad them on by saying, I've killed so many of your useless brethren. The way they squealed and tried to copy my voice every time brings me such joy.
Okay. As you do that, the paladin grabs his great shield and like kneels down and starts uttering prayers into his holy I forgot the name. The thing you pray into.
The cross or
It's not a cross, but it's like the thing
totem.
the thing, yeah, his thing that represents his god.
And Chungus is going to tell the party to stay in the center, and he's going to step a little further out. And he's pretty much going to kind of goad on, saying, Come on, you bastards. You had no problem when it was just me. Are you scared now that there's more of us? Are you scared you might not make an easy meal this time?
As you say this, you can see one large figure step out from the tree line and walk directly towards you, staying just out of your reach. You recognize it as the one you have struck before, as its left arm is mangled and just hangs completely like ragdolled. And the creature looks at you and goes, "Scared? No. We were trying to separate you." And it pounces on you to keep you focused on it while you hear screams from the party behind you.
Chungus still has his speed boots on, right? So,
Yeah, but you're actively engaged with this Wendigo.
in that case, Chungus would like to do the same thing as last time, and he's going to fucking big boy smack the fuck out of this Wendigo, and then hit the split blitz turnaround for the crew.
You can try. Go ahead and roll hit.
All right, first one, big money. Ooh, 12. Does that hit?
It does not.
All right, I would like to take my second attack.
Okay.
Fuck, 11.
That does not hit either.
Motherfucker.
All right, you swing violently both times trying to hit the creature, and the creature laughs as you miss both times. Then the Wendigo mimics your voice again and goes, "I've slaughtered plenty of your kind." And then it bolts at you, clawing, and so does that is not a 6, but okay. Does an 11 hit?
It does not.
Okay. Does a 20 hit? Dirty 20.
Yes.
Or 19. 19. Okay. 19
Yes.
hits?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The Wendigo claws at you. Doing 2d6 plus 3. Doing 10 slashing damage, and also I need a strength saving throw.
Sure. Heroic inspiration.
Okay. And you save.
23.
The Wendigo pounces on you, but you are able to succeed in your strength saving throw to prevent yourself from being knocked prone.
That's good, because I knew where that was going.
Mm-hmm.
Chungus would like to then retake his Warhammer and go, "You call that a scratch?" And he's going to slam it down on the fucking Wendigo's skull.
Okay. Go ahead and roll hit. Oh yeah, that hits.
There's a 22 hit. Okay. So first two-handed, so we have 13 plus 6, 2. So that's 15 plus 1d4. And that is a 2. So that is 17 damage. And then Chungus would like to re-slam upwards after slamming down using his strength to then just uppercut with the butt hammer.
Okay, and the first hit did how much damage?
17.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll hit. Ooh, that one does not hit. Anything else you would like to do with your turn, Chungus?
Chungus would like to action surge.
Okay, go ahead.
So We're then going to
You get 2 more
re-hit
attacks.
again. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
So, Chungus.
Ooh.
Oh, that was almost a nat 28. Fuck.
Yeah, that does not hit.
All right, next one. 15.
That does not hit.
Oh, dude. All right, and then how far is the party behind me in distance?
Probably about 30 feet.
So definitely within reach of my boots. If I.
I mean, yeah,
Can
but
I hear the party fighting right now?
no, the screams have gone silent.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. In that case, Chungus is just gonna stick it down and have faith in the party he brought.
Okay.
All right.
All right, so that's the end of your turn.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay. That doesn't hit. And second attack. The Wendigo claws at you, and both times are deflected by your armor.
Okay. Okay.
It is your
And
turn.
then Chungus is going to absolutely obliterate this Wendigo, going, fend them off for a little longer. Let me kill this bastard. And he's going to just grip with all his strength into this hammer and swing down.
Okay. Go ahead and roll hit. You hit.
Yes, does a 25 hit.
Yes,
Oh,
it does.
and it's a crit.
Yep.
It's a crit.
Yep. So go ahead and roll damage.
So that is 5 plus 2d6s plus 8. So that's 13 plus 1d4. So that's 16 damage total with this hit. And then double it.
Yeah, you double it. So 16
So that,
times 2 is 32.
yeah, damage for the first attack.
All right, you slam your thunder hammer down on this Wendigo's skull, and it is flattened against the snowy ground. Black, oozy, very viscous blood splatters all over.
Chungus would then like to turn around and speed blitz back to the party.
As you turn around, what the sight that beholds you is nothing short of a massacre. The party you have brought is completely slaughtered.
How many Wendigos are there?
You can't see anymore.
Really? Even with my true sight?
That's only up to 30 feet, so they are at least greater than 30 feet away from you.
So all I can see is the party's been massacred.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see anything else in the area?
Nope. You see nothing other than the bodies of your fallen comrades.
Oh, fuck. And all the pilots are still lit, right?
Yep. All the braziers and torches are lit.
Chungus is going to start lighting torch by torch that we put on the ground and stabbing them in. And Chungus is going to go, bring me the next one! I'm tired of these games!
You're going to hear a callback in your own voice saying, "We have won. We are bored with you." And then you're going to hear faint screams in the distance, which you can assume to be some poor traveler at nighttime who got caught.
Damn, so they low-key scared as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what that means.
Yeah. Well, I guess Chungus is going to wait it out till morning in his fire circle.
All right. You waited out till morning. What do you in the morning?
Chungus is going to bury and lay to rest each body in the method Conjure showed him.
Okay.
And then he's going to call out and say, I'm sorry, my friends, I cannot protect you. My foolhardiness was not, I was just not strong enough. And he's going to bury each body in the ground and give it a proper rest.
All right. Chungus spends the day doing a proper burial for the bodies, and then once it becomes late evening, you are completed with the ritual. What do you do?
Chungus is gonna head back into town and rethink his plan.
All right. You head back into town only to discern that the bounty is over and the person is presumed dead at this point, and the bounty is taken off the board.
Jesus, was there any chance in that quest? Oh my god.
No, that party was way too weak for
Yeah.
the
So,
bullshit they got caught in.
okay. So clearly, I do not have proper scaling for this shit. All right.
Also, I mean, there was a chance you found the guy's body, but like the dude was dead.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, the quest is over. So now it's just kind of Chungus is back to. So this is 2 months they got wasted. I have 3 left, right?
Yes. I wouldn't say wasted. You learned a
Uh,
valuable lesson.
no,
What
yes,
that
I did
lesson
indeed.
is, someone will figure it out, probably. I don't
Yeah, no, for sure,
know.
for sure. So in that case, Chungus is going to spend the last 3 months kind of picking up quests as he goes and like just fighting monsters, but he also wants to do some training in terms of like main 2 things. He wants to learn like finesse with like battle combat and then also being able to like tank blows better. So is there anybody that Chungus could find reasonably to help them work with that?
uh, yeah, you could also just get better armor. I mean, you're wearing like chainmail right now.
Well, Chungus loves Juby's armor. It was
Oh,
made by Juby.
Juby's armor is no longer enchanted. I forgot to tell you because it hasn't gotten brought up, but once Juby gets a certain distance from you, the infusion fades. So it's just regular chainmail you're wearing right now.
Hmm. In that case, Chungus is still going to wait
That's fair.
for
I mean, you don't
he
have to
would.
get rid of it. You could just get other armor.
Mm. We'll hold right now. So Chungus definitely is wanting to pick up more quests and train, and he wants to see if there's anybody that can help him learn to toughen his body even further, and then also the art of being able to control an enemy in combat, kind of like locking down combat.
Like de-escalating?
No. Like you're in my you're in my house now. You're my bitch, and pretty
Oh,
much like
like intimidation, essentially.
that and just like being able to control the flow of battle better, just like in a sense.
Oh, that. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but that's just something that's like experience and stuff. Um,
Mm,
yeah. I mean, honestly, if you wanna, I think the the best option for what you're trying to do is like
mm-hmm.
go train with someone who is like above you in skill level. Um, Something you could do is because you, if you look at the map I sent,
Mm-hmm.
um, if you're just trying to like toughen up your body and just get stronger, go into the orc house and just like fighting with the orcs and like because that's just something they do because you are physically weaker than them just naturally. So like fighting, like not like fighting them, but like you know how like the Fight Club thing in the casino,
Yeah.
that's like a regular occurrence over there. The Orc House is like the
Uh,
largest It is the largest city in the country, and it is like the orc capital. So like if you wanted to go there, you that would be a good place to toughen up, as you put it. But if you don't want to make it all
Chungus
the
wants
way
to go.
there, you could go to the Orc War Party, which is like just just short. It's right on the other side of the Dark Forest.
Mm. So you know what? Chungus gonna go hang with the orcs. He going to the orc house for his last 3 months,
Okay.
and he's gonna pretty much join the fight club.
All
Can
right.
you tell me when there's like 15 days left in the journey?
Yeah. So it's gonna take you quite a while to get to the Orc House. That's about if you take the path, that's about a 2 weeks journey because you're like all the way across the country. You're in Buell's Glen right now. That's literally
Yeah.
opposite side. Um, if you beeline through the dark forest, you can cut that journey down to 3 days. But that's
Mm,
assuming you don't have any issues crossing through there. Um,
mm, mm, well, the Wendigos that hate.
well, more so,
Mm,
it is common knowledge that in that area of the dark forest, there are rumors of not so nice dark elves. Um,
mm.
there's a reason that area is like largely unpopulated. Um, But if you take the path, you're essentially guaranteed, like, aside from maybe a one off encounter with a random mugger or something, or just a weird chance encounter, like, it's not a common occurrence to, like, have danger on the path.
Chungus is speed booting his way on the safe path over there.
Okay, if you do that, you will be able to. However, when you get there, you are going to need to eat 3 rations worth of food and water and sleep for an entire day. But you'll cut your journey down
It,
from a week to 3 days. So after the day of rest, you still cut a day off.
I can live with that.
Okay. You do so, get there completely exhausted. The orcs look at you funny and go, "Look at this little one." And you look like your eyes are glazed over. They can tell you're sick or something. Um, you purchase your ration, your food, eat the 3 rations equivalent of food and water, and pay for a tavern and crash for a full day. The full price of your meal and tavern stay was 15 gold.
Alright, removing 15 gold. Alright,
If
15
you're
gold
gonna stay
removed.
here for the next 2.5 months or 2 months, because travel time and you want to leave 15 days early, uh, give or take, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're paying for a full 2 months. So 2 months of stay at the tavern will cost you 300 gold.
I can live with that.
Okay. And while you were in Orc Town or the Orc House, what exactly do you want to do?
I mean, I want to get bros with the orcs, and I want to constantly fight and train with whatever orcs are willing to do it. Bare knuckle weapons, I mean, whatever.
Okay.
I want to grow stronger, and I want to look at these orcs and go, "You're pretty good, but I need to be better."
All right. The orcs seem to respect your pride, and they explain to you that the way they fight, unless you're fighting to the death, is nothing but a loincloth and your own natural strength. No magic, no
Chungus,
gimmicks, no nothing.
Chungus repeats this process daily.
Okay. Chungus ends up making a little name for himself by the end of your stay. You are a little bit of a local celebrity. You're the Humie who could, as they call you. And you have been known to pack a punch for your weight class and sometimes punch up too. You're by no means an orc, as they put. He ain't an orc, but the Humie who could. He a little strong one, that one. Which in terms of orc culture is a bolsterous compliment. Um, and yeah, you kind of become a little local celebrity of a human who took down quite a few orcs in hand-to-hand combat and respected their laws and culture doing so. So no cheating or nothing because they would have killed you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so I got tight with the orcs is what I'm hearing.
Yep. You gain a little bit of a reputation with the orcs, and that might come back to help you later. And also, you gain another level up in experience just from fighting so many orcs for so long.
Oh, this is amazing.
Combine
Okay.
that with your questing and everything, yeah. So you should be level 10 by the end of your year-long journey.
So then can Chungus head back to the village?
Yep. With
The
fifth,
not Minos,
Fuel's coin.
the oh my lord. Yeah,
Okay. It'll be a week-long journey unless you use the boots or skip through the dark forest.
we're booting it up.
Okay. It'll take you 3 days to get there if you use the boots to the fullest extent, but once you get there, you will crash for a full day and have to consume 3 days worth of rations and water. Oh wait, it should be 6 days. I didn't. It's double. I forgot. Yeah. So you get there, you crash for a day, consume 6 days worth of rations. I'm not gonna go back and backtrack that for the other one. Um, that will cost you 25 gold.
Okay. 25.
You have it is 15 day or 15. It is 11 days from the 1 year mark. What does Chungus do?
Chungus would like to go to Mr. Cheese, or as we now know, after a long-winded discussion, and I would like to get with Osios and request that we throw a party for the village and invite the gods. Whoever's willing to come in
Um,
and throw a rager if he's down for it.
at Thunder Falls?
Huh?
At Thunderfall? Mina, like y'all's
Yeah.
village?
Or no, at the I'd have to discuss with Nino because I haven't been over there since. But I was talking at Lola's.
Hmm. Uh, I mean, Thunderfall is like a fully established village by this point. You would have heard by word of mouth. It's fully equipped. Like it. Rumor has it they took down a dragon.
What?
Yeah, they had a dragon attack while they were expanding a mine and had to take it down. It was a like just out of infancy young dragon, so it was like by no means a real challenge, but for the entire town garrison, but still, it's a pretty terms of lore, a pretty big feat nonetheless.
Okay.
Um,
So in that case, actually, yeah, can he talk to Mr. Cheese about maybe throwing a rager in the village, Minos?
Mr. Cheese eyes light up and he goes, throw a party where I'm not responsible for cleaning it up. That's a great idea. I'll be there 11 days time when you guys meet up.
Okay. And then you know it'll be a good time. Do you need help with anything, or is it you got this?
Oh, I got this side. Don't even worry about it.
I mean, I want everyone, all the gods, all the humans, all the orcs. I want a rager.
I can arrange that.
Say less. It's always a good time. Thank you, my friend.
And
And Chungus would then like to visit Sir Kumquat Jigglebottom's the third's grave.
all right, you go to visit Sir Kumquat Jigglebottom the Third's grave, and what would you like to say?
I like to say, my friend, I miss you dearly. Though I knew you for a short time, you were a man of monks men, and you were no goblin, but a true warrior in my heart. I only wish I could have been here to share these stories with you in person. And Chungus would like to take a kneel and say a prayer over the grave, and then say, "God, and please guide my friend to wherever he may go."
Alrighty, you do so, and that's it.
Mhm. And now Chungus would like to haul ass over to Thunderfall.
All right. Chungus proceeds to Thunderfall, and that is the end of your 1 year time skip.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. I feel like I didn't do too terrible.
Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. I will end the stream there. Thank you guys for stopping by. And if you're watching it later on YouTube, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye, guys.